It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Our guest is Dan Greeter in the studio.
Good morning.
Dan, you're telling us you went to Ohio State University.
Yes, I did.
Did you graduate?
Huh? Oh, yes.
Okay.
I graduated.
Majored in
journalism.
Mm-hmm.
Majored in journalism.
Did you take a job then as a journalist of some sort?
No, I had problems with the job interviews.
Oh, really?
I wasn't good at these things. I go on this one, I'm thinking I'm doing everything right. I'm looking snazzy. I got my little blue job interviewing suit on. Got
Nice
my brand
tie.
new empty briefcase.
Right.
Walk in there, big mahogany office, very intimidating job in front of me. And a little bit of advice for those of you out there who may have a job interview in the future. It's always a good idea to bring an extra copy of your resume for yourself to refer to during the interviewing process, because if you're like me, it's hard to remember all the amazing things you've done in your life. Why, Dan, it says here in high school, you're National Spelling Bee champion. Okay. Then he starts firing those questions at me like, Dan, what's your biggest weakness? Of course, I told him my biggest weakness was that I just push myself too damn hard. I'm an eager beaver. Want to know the truth? Biggest weakness? Hey, punctuality. I just can't seem to get my ass out of bed in the morning. I hit the snooze there. Sometimes I dream I get up. Oh, yeah. That's number one.
I do that.
Motivation, close second, motivation. Yeah, write that down. I'm surprised I'm here, for Christ's sake. So early. You're not exactly right next door, are you, bright eyes? Dan, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do I see myself in 5 years? Well, sir, God willing, I'll be laid up at home with some work-related injury. Yeah. Live with that workers' comp.
You're our kind of man.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Josh is particularly handsome today.
My goodness.
I think it's those new glasses.
Devastatingly gorgeous.
These are chicks' favorite glasses on me.
They certainly are.
Just saying. We can get back to the action.
And earlier we were all in the break room. Christy, Josh, and I. We all. Christy observed that.
You're not allowed.
Huh?
It's only supposed to be one person in the break room at a time.
Whatever. And then we all. Christy noticed.
Wait a second. I got to turn on my anti-COVID Bray.
Go ahead.
Do you have to talk every second? Can't you let someone see this?
Talking just
conversation. Christy observed we're all dressed the same.
Yep, all wearing black and kind of green.
So never mind. Back to you.
Oh, look at that. Did I mention that you're only supposed to have one person at a time in the green room?
Yes, I know.
I have my mask on.
COVID regulation.
I cheated death.
So that's why he didn't notice how handsome you were today?
That's right.
I noticed how handsome he was 2 days ago, if you recall.
Okay, fine.
Well, you guys are very nice. Thank you.
Miss Christy Lee is
Bringing up the rear.
Looking great over there, Christy. I like that. It's a good look for you. She's in the Navy Federal Credit Union news room.
Black shirt, blonde hair. Works every day.
And with the black screen behind you, you kind of look like a puppeteer in Avenue Q.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I'm the puppeteer around here.
Oh, we know.
Let's see now. A couple of absentees today. Willie Griswold, fresh from a comedy show in Chicago.
I have no comment.
Sleeping up there. What do you mean? Oh, Godwin? Oh, yeah, he won't be here today or possibly Monday. He was supposed to have surgery on his ear yesterday, and they had to postpone it.
Oh, okay.
Why? Because he had something to eat?
I don't know. I'm guessing it. No, I think it's because the hospital is near an area 3 miles that way that they might as well just shut it down. There's so much construction going on. I spent a year there yesterday afternoon.
Oh, yeah, they're working on the entrance. Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing, but I was parked. I don't know what happened, but Mr. Godwin it's a shame because there's a perfect song for him today coming up in the news. So I'll have to try to ad-lib it, a cappella, whatever. Welcome to the show. Today, the 11th of September, 19 years ago, the horrific 9/11. Today is the 19th anniversary, as I just mentioned. We will push forward and try to get to some interesting stuff coming up today. I do know on a much lighter note, oftentimes Chick will mock some of these world records. Today we have two. One tremendous, and then one that I think Josh will enjoy quite
Baseball,
a lot.
basketball, football, hockey record. Okay. None of these are related to any of that.
One of them involves surfing. That is, and if you've seen the
Let me
video,
tell you
if
something.
you've seen the video of this thing and you don't think it's cool,
If
you are.
I know it's a 73-foot wave. If I hear anything about the fabulous movie Endless Summer that changed the world, I'm going to go home.
Great
I've
movie,
decided.
great music, great poster.
Speaking of the sea, great documentary, Octopus Teacher. Have you seen it?
They have an octopus that's a teacher?
The octopus
that's
teacher.
amazing.
Yeah, by the way, the porn version, Octopussy Teacher, cannot recommend either.
Cannot recommend it enough.
Yeah, that's just
Netflix,
disgusting.
check it out.
Octopus teacher.
Yeah.
We have, where was I?
Let's focus on the main story of the morning, though. Chick McGee right on brand from last year. I needed the Texans plus 15 last night because 10 points was not enough. The Chiefs win 34-20 last
If
evening.
you're watching the game,
Chugging right along.
They also had another touchdown that didn't count.
Oh.
That was a touchdown, I'm sorry. Guy catches the ball, takes a few steps, lands, then after he's down on the ground, the guy wrestles the ball from him. What is this, the WWE?
What was the ruling on the field?
A touchdown.
It was a touchdown.
Yeah, it was a touchdown.
And then what happened?
Then it got called back.
Well, then it wasn't a touchdown,
I'm
was it?
sorry. And then the guy in the...
Was it on the scoreboard?
This morning, the guy goes, after a slow start, slow start,
They scored.
they scored a touchdown in like 3 seconds. Sorry.
If we don't have rules, what do we have, Tom?
Chaos.
Anarchy. That's right.
Sorry.
We got to have rules.
Bad call.
Anyway, the Chiefs, another offensive weapon. My new favorite running back in the NFL, Edwards, Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Oh.
He's from LSU.
Hello there.
138 yards rushing and a touchdown. Hello there.
How do you pronounce his name?
Helaire. It's a little bit. Hello there. A little bit. Helaire.
Hello there.
It's Helaire. And it's hymenated. Edwards Helaire.
Edwards, plural.
Yeah, Clyde Edwards is a plural. Yeah,
That's a cool name.
that's very cool.
Probably, I think it's kind of neat when you have a cool name like that.
The foreign Russian,
A little bit different.
The foreign French arms dealer Clyde Edwards Helaire is going to take on James Bond. And that
So
bummed me
he's-
out yesterday. Diana
Yeah,
Rigg died.
Yeah, I saw that right before the show ended yesterday. I didn't want to bring you all down, so I didn't
She
bring it
was
up.
on. She was on The Detectoress. You remember that show?
I don't
Well, she's
remember
most
that
famous as
show.
being, is it Mrs. Peel?
Mrs. Peel on The Avengers,
Yeah.
and she was Mrs. Bond. I guess she married Jane or George Lazenby or something like that.
Yes.
But she was also on The Detectoress. That's where the two guys go out with metal detectors and try to find things.
Oh, yeah, you loved that show.
Detectoress. Her and her daughter are on that show.
She was on Game of Thrones, too, which most people
Yeah,
might
whatever.
remember.
But she was on The Detectoress, which is a great show.
She was a cool actress.
Okay, well, it's
Very nice.
sad. And but she was in one of the more obscure James Bond, one of the more underrated James Bond films, with George Lazenby as
On Her
James.
Majesty's
Yes.
Secret Service.
Speaking of
Was
a
that
great
the first one?
documentary,
No.
No, it was the only one with Lazenby.
Oh, okay.
It was
And
right after Connery.
Yeah, Connery with him, but that's the one that has the incredible ski stunt.
Yeah.
And,
And the fight scene on the beach in the beginning, and he wins, but it's a tough fight, and he looks right at the camera and goes, "This never happened to the other guy."
Oh yeah, you gotta hand it to him.
there's a great documentary about it. I guess he was a lot bigger star in England, and he was a model, and women
He's
just
not
went
bad.
crazy for him.
I guess he's had a pretty good career ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, Sean Connery, the greatest of all the James Bond.
Lazenby.
Yes, I am Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
You know what? You're already cast.
Let me ask you something, Edwards-Helaire. Do you expect them to pay?
Can we get a...
I expect him to die.
let's get an online petition going for Chick McGee to play the next Bond villain.
What do you think? How many signatures would we need? Like 50 million?
All of them.
And yeah, we would need...
Unknown tag.
Let's see, here, I'll play you the. See how you do. Here we go.
Okay.
Bond. James Bond.
Bond. James Bond.
Not bad.
Oh, you're just making fun. You're just mocking him?
No, it's
as the
kind of
villain?
he's kind of a high voice Bond. I don't remember that Sean Connery. I guess I remember Sean Connery from Indiana. That Indiana Jones one.
sloshy.
We named the dog Indiana. His name's Junior.
Let's listen again.
Bond. James Bond.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's not Connery.
He sounds like
Bond.
he's
James Bond.
Sounds like he's
That's
mincing
Connery and
around somewhere.
That's Connery and Goldfinger. But yeah, we need to get a better
Can't
one.
be Sean Connery.
It is, according to the label, which is never wrong.
Oh,
I'm sorry, where are we?
Okey-doke.
Okay, so far in sports, we have the sad death of a great actress.
Diana Rigg.
And then we have a guy whose name rhymes with...
Hello there.
Clyde Edwards. Hello there. There he goes.
You like an eclair?
Oh, I love it. And we got Rajon Rondo news coming up.
oh boy.
Rajon Rondo.
Speaking of that, well,
Did somebody ask?
Here we go.
no, we're starting another one with eclairs and Hilaire and hello there.
Well, coming up, we have...
Say we run another one.
Are you aware that we don't have an eclair record?
Okay.
But we do have a jelly donut record coming up today.
Well, I definitely want to hear
You
it.
know where Edwards Hilaire flies into?
My second favorite donut.
He flies
Jelly
into
donuts?
O'Hare.
He does fly into O'Hare. Oh,
very good. No,
Very,
please,
very
please,
good.
please, don't stare.
Don't stare at
his
Edwards
parents
Hilaire.
worked, so he lived with an au pair.
Okay, I've had enough already. I'm done. I'm also in sports. You want to give us a couple teasers?
Russell Westbrook and James Harden will never win an NBA championship. They're on brand last night. The Dallas Stars win last night, NHL playoffs, a 2-1 lead in that one over the Vegas Golden Knights. And a couple of world records, including, I like this world record. I can't tell you what it's about more than the surf record, actually, the other one.
The surf record, if you see the video,
It's amazing.
it is absolutely staggering.
Yeah.
Surf's done a big
Was it
win.
in Portugal?
Yeah. There's a famous place in Portugal that has waves that are 80-plus feet.
Surf Fantasy League.
It's unbelievable.
Surf TV contract.
They have to tow you in.
Very, very popular.
And in some cases, they have to
Tow you out,
recover
tow you in.
your body on the beach. It's rather dangerous.
A rescue becomes a recovery. Is that what you're saying?
It's scary. It's very, very cool. Also, coming up a little bit later on today, we have the haunted toilet.
Haunted toilet?
Yeah. And then also, I'm sure you've seen the story now about the young fellow who was bitten by a snake while sitting on the toilet.
I have not. That's all everybody's nightmare, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's happened. It's happened again. And then an unusual story in the world of, I guess, kind of grammar. I know, Josh, you're a big grammar guy, but it also involves Generation Z.
Okay.
And a little bit of whining about grammar. From Generation Z that's kind of interesting. In the meantime, if you're looking at your dashboard right now and that check engine light's on, so sorry. That'll happen. And Chick, you want to talk about cars these days?
If you have Car Shield, when your check engine light goes on, you'll almost laugh right in the face of it. That's right. We recommend Car Shield here at the Bob and Tom Show. They offer a wide range of protection plans that could save you thousands for a covered repair. Means that check engine light is so much less scary when it comes on. You had the freedom to choose your favorite mechanic or dealership to do the work, and Car Shield gets the rest taken care of, even if your car breaks down while you're traveling. The choice of a repair shop is still up to you. And on top of that, there's no long-term contracts or commitments. Payments are flexible, and Car Shield plans are customizable to your exact needs. Car Shield has helped over 1 million drivers. That's why they're America's #1 auto protection company. Get coverage today and see why Car Shield cars go farther. Call 1-800-CAR-6000, mention the code TOM, or visit carshield.com and use the code TOM to save 10%. That's carshield.com. Use the code TOM. A deductible may indeed apply.
Thank you very much. Car Shield, Chick McGee, the teaser, please.
And also Monday Night Football last night, the Chiefs win, but Andy Reid has a little trouble with his COVID hookup on his
Thursday
face.
Night Football edition of Sunday Night Football, just to clarify.
His COVID contraption gave him a little bit of trouble, and the internet did not unnotice it. I can tell you that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like Bud, some like Schmitz, but for me, it's
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Hey, Mark Allison with you on a Friday, September 11th, 2020. Thanks so much for joining us here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Got a great show for you today. Glad you could be here along with us. The day after the opening game of the NFL season, the Kansas City Chiefs no problem beating the Houston Texans. 34-20 was the final. It wasn't really even that close. Patrick Mahomes with 3 touchdown passes. Chick McGee will have more in sports. The Kansas City Chiefs, the defending Super Bowl champions, come out with a W last night in front of about 16,000 fans at Arrowhead. Again, Chick McGee with details in sports right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. The Grammy Museum has a new subscription streaming service. It's called Collection Live. The service will be about $2.99 a month or $29.99 a year. It will feature new and old performances and interviews from acts like Barbra Streisand, Selena Gomez, Panic at the Disco, Cheap Trick, and on. It starts September 17th. On September 24th, there will be new content from BTS, Rufus Wainwright, and others. Yusuf has recorded a duet with Cat Stevens, and you're right, it's the same person. Yusuf, as Stevens is known now, has recorded his song Father and Son, where he's fused a new vocal of himself, singing the father part with a recording he made in 1970, singing the son part. He's also released a stop-frame animated video showing a father and son living in the same house trying to understand each other. The song will appear on Yusuf's upcoming album, Tea for the Tillerman 2, on which Cat Stevens reimagines the 11 songs from the original Tea for the Tillerman. That will come out a week from today. And speaking of new albums, Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band cranked out a new one in 5 days. Letter to You will come out October 23rd. It has 9 new songs and 3 newly recorded versions of songs that predate Springsteen's 1973 debut album, Greetings from Asbury Park, New Jersey. Those 3 tunes, Janie Needs a Shooter, If I Was the Priest, and Song for Orphans. Bruce says the band played completely live in the studio, no overdubs, and calls it, quote, one of the greatest recording experiences he's ever had. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Do you put ketchup on your burgers?
Sometimes.
Yeah. That's
Yes.
just sugar, you know.
It's not just sugar.
It's just sugar.
It has tomatoes in it, especially if you get the right tomatoes.
No, there's a lot of...
Here we go, Dad.
Ketchup's not good for you.
The next time that you go to a restaurant and get your fresh brewed iced tea, how about you pour some Heinz in there?
Yeah, there you go.
It's
How about
just
that?
sugar.
It's just sugar.
I prefer equal. Okay. For both the message it sends and
And the taste, but mostly the message.
yes.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Bob.
And this is Tom, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedy on your computer all day and all night.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker, man. You know, for the last few years, I've been trying to sell my boat. And it's been hard enough without people like my neighbor running to the Homeowners Association saying my boat's an eyesore. Well, so's your wife, Mitchell. And now, 2 yards over, Ricky Mooner put his boat on the market for $500 less than mine. I called him up and threatened to sue him right to his face. He was like, for what? I said for boat blocking. You can't have more than one boat for sale on Trailer Grove Trace. It's state law.
That's not true, Donnie.
Shut up, Randy. Only thing you know about the laws, don't ask, don't tell. I swear to God, man. It's state law. Oh, and how could they prove it was solicitation of a prostitute when I gave that whore the money in a birthday card? Laws are hard. Hey, do you know if you get a hole-in-one at Putt-Putt, they have to announce your name? It's public record. And at restaurants, if the hostess screws your name up over the loudspeaker, you get a free appetizer.
It's appetizer.
No, it ain't. I swear to God, man. It's state law. Man, I probably know more about laws than anybody I know of. Like bars have to turn the lights on for last call. I swear to God they do. And you know every dentist has to give a free toothbrush for each visit, except in Rhode Island where it's flossed. Food courts have to pass out free samples, and if it's chicken, it's got to be on a stick. State law. In high school, if your teacher makes a grading mistake in red ink, they can't change it back, even on your permanent record. Oh, and here's another thing. All rock and roll tapes have to have at least one kick-ass guitar solo. Clean it up, Scotty Winkler. That's my best friend Scotty on lead guitar.
Hello, 619 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much indeed. Christy Lee's got the forecast.
I do. Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Morning clouds give way to partly cloudy skies this afternoon and a high of 78. Partly cloudy for your weekend. 85 Saturday, 82 Sunday. It's cloudy and 66.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. The Bob and Tom golf outing next Wednesday afternoon. Top Golf is the place. It's a benefit for the Riley Hospital for Children. Get in on it by going to Q95.com. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see now. Our engineer, of course, is Ace Cosby. He's right over there getting ready for the Ace Cosby joke of the day. It's been a strong week.
Getting better, too.
Oh, today, the Apex, the Acme, the height.
There's no lack of confidence, so I'll give him that.
There you go.
Pinnacle of confidence.
That's Chick McGee over there at the sports desk. Josh, of course, at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick desk.
Hi, Tom.
And then Christy. Hello, Josh. At the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. That's all today.
That's it.
Willie G in Chicago at the Laugh Factory, and Mr. Godwin is once again getting some ear surgery.
Boy, oh boy, poor guy.
We'll see what happens there. But, I think it's coming up now. They're going to do it on Monday, apparently, so we'll see him in a few days.
Tom, how the heck are you today? You all right?
I'm doing just fine.
Okay, good. What's on your mind?
It sounded confrontational.
No, I'm doing great.
Ask me how I'm doing.
Jake, how the heck are you, man?
I'm doing just fine. That's how we. That's how
Don't
you
be
mentioned.
sarcasm. I did not say that at all.
That's exactly what.
Had my favorite coffee this morning.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but you drove a different car. That would screw up my routine.
Don't get me wrong. I love my car, but that car is badass. You're driving.
Yeah, I like that too.
It's not mine. I had to use it to pick up some stuff, and then I forgot that I parked it in front of my garage, so I couldn't get my own car out this morning. It's a long story, but everything's okay.
Do I hear a possible problem for you later on? You took someone's car?
She's fine.
Shut up.
He'll be home before she even notices.
You know, it would have been just as easy for you to back it out, pull your car out, and pull my car back in. I don't know what you're thinking.
Oh, that's what he's going to hear later?
Oh, yeah.
Not at all. We're all good. Everything's
good.
Everything's good. Now, coming up, we have the greatest surf story, the world record. I'm so excited. And it's in the ladies' division, Christy.
Yeah?
She's a badass. But first, NFL action last night. It was
in case you missed it, Kansas City Chiefs keep rolling. 34-20 winners last night over the Houston Texans. Yes, I had Houston plus the 10. I needed Houston plus 15. Rookie running back from LSU, Clyde Edwards Allaire.
Hello there.
138 yards and a touchdown.
I hope he's in the news a lot so I can do this all the time. It's almost as much fun as saying my man, referencing the great Patrick
Mahomes last night.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes last night.
My man. Thank you.
He 211 yards, 2 touchdowns. Travis Kelce, Sammy Watkins,
Travis
3
Kelce,
touchdowns.
by the way, very
Tyreek
well
Hill.
spoken.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, they call him
Kelsey Grammer.
Oh, my God.
You would have thought we planned that. We just know each other.
Do you want to see Christy get mad?
I can't even.
That's
I'm
really
shocked.
scary.
I'm just so shocked.
Do you want to see Christy get mad?
I don't know what to do.
If you want to see Christy
Go
get mad,
ahead.
tell Christy about the contract that Mr. Mahomes signed, what it's worth.
$500 million or something.
Oh, my
Crazy.
God.
Yeah, $500 million. Yeah. For
And
the
all
rest
of it
his life.
guaranteed, probably?
I'm not sure how much, but a big chunk. Yeah.
He's great.
The Chiefs have won 10 straight, dating back to last season and the Super Bowl, including the Super Bowl, of course. Houston quarterback Deshaun Randy Watson threw a touchdown pass and ran for another score, but that's not enough. The game was attended by a socially distanced crowd of right around 17,000.
They were doing the chop thing that I thought that they weren't going to do. But
oh, were they? Okay. It'll take a little bit for them to break.
There was an
the
uncomfortable
habits.
session of booing by the home crowd, but
by the home crowd
will continue. Kansas City on the sidelines last night. Their head coach Andy Reid rolled out a face shield mechanism in lieu of a mask.
Which I think a virologist would say that was pretty pointless.
In lieu of a virologist, we have you, and I think, frankly, you know more than a virologist.
No, I
think
the aerosols are going to get right underneath that.
There it is.
If he's making sandwiches, perhaps you might want to wear one of those. But
he likes cheeseburgers. He's on right. And it was attached to his hat. It certainly looked okay, I guess, but the problem was everybody on the social media lined up, and it said they reminded him of Kermit the Frog looking out of a frosty, rainy
it fogged up.
glass.
It fogged up immediately.
It fogged up.
It was pretty chilly, wasn't it? In the 50s.
He was standing.
Ace, wasn't it like 55 degrees?
Arm in arm.
Coldest I've ever been was in that stadium.
But it wasn't in September.
No, I was. It was. It was unbelievably cold.
Because it's full of fans.
Those will keep you cool.
Fans will.
Boy, I'm sorry, Ace. Tom barely even recognized that as a joke.
Oh, I see.
See, Josh speaks Ace too. He's got it down.
Josh speaks Ace.
I speak the language of comedy.
You're on fire, Christy. I got a nice letter. I got a nice letter to see. It's just the whole letter. Christy Lee's on fire.
Oh well, thank you.
Now, Chick, I hate to interrupt, but we do have a letter here. It's a nice letter from the lovely grandmother we spoke to yesterday.
Oh, Pat.
She had Kansas City last night.
Yeah, on the shoe and wig.
Oh, she was rude, wasn't she?
She says, "Thank you for having me on your show this morning. What a thrill! I was so nervous. My daughter Macy has been an avid fan of the Bob and Tom show for years. I have purchased recorded stuff from you and T-shirts for her birthdays and Christmas.
Oh, nice.
She used to have a 9.5-hour drive, and she would listen to you all the way. So what a nice, what a nice. And she goes, our youngest grandson, 5-year-old Ben, listened to the radio show and tried to talk to me while the show was on the air.
What a dope! You can't talk.
She
to
goes,
somebody
what
who's on
fun!
the radio.
Wishing you the best. And her remember her nickname, Josh.
I don't know, Rotten Grandma.
No, Giga or something.
Thank you,
Gila, like lizard.
I'm no longer speaking to Josh. Would you tell him that
Giga,
not to disrespect the woman who was
it's not
kind
Gila
enough?
like a lizard?
It's Giga.
Okay.
Like, which is instead of say Nana or Gammy or Grandma.
Dumb kid didn't know how to say grandma.
What did you call your grandparents?
Grandmother and grandfather.
Yeah, that formal. You called
No. I called them grandma and grandpa.
I called mine Mrs. Grandmother and Mr. Grandfather. What do you think of that?
In all truth, what did you call them?
I called I called one grandma, and I called the other one Lena because her name was Helena. But I always called her by name. I don't know why. It was my dad's mom.
And in your case, Josh, what was it?
I love
Grandma Arnold and Grandma Starkey.
Okay, and in your case, Christy?
Granny Lou and Grandma VO.
Granny Lou's getting out tonight.
Grandma VO
getting out tonight.
Yeah, Grandma VO may or may not have had a drinking issue.
May or may not.
Okay. Mine were both deceased when I was born, so I didn't have to deal with any of that.
Deal with any of that.
Yeah, God knows.
But she was called
my grandparents.
Pat's called Giga.
Yeah, and she was a wonderful woman.
So I hope you didn't miss the fabulous shoe.
The comedy being, why would I ever criticize a woman for being so sweet?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was very nice.
And if you want to pay attention to my picks, check out the Chick McGee on Instagram and Twitter. They've got my picks. I got Cleveland +9 at Baltimore coming up on Sunday as you sit back and let the day of competition in the National Football League wash over you.
I believe your double shock with the Browns.
My double shock was that Browns pick +9. I like the Lions -3. Oh, the Lions are going to just smack the Bears right in the mouth. And I like the Bills -7, hosting the Jets. Of course, the Bills have their own bubble for their fans.
They sure do.
Because they know how to party.
And we got so many letters about
the sandwich,
Yes, we were talking about, Pat mentioned a sandwich in
she messed this up.
Buffalo. She called it the wreck.
Which in Giga's defense, that makes more sense.
It is apparently the WECK.
Yeah.
WECK, and it's a reference to the type of bread.
Thanks a lot, Pat. We had to spend all morning sorting through this.
It goes deeper than that. Buffalo Wild Wings, a franchise, they used to be BW3, and Wild Wings stood for Wild Wings and WECK. That's how they got BW3.
So am I right in saying it's some kind of a roast beef sandwich?
A very specific beef.
Let's not ask Pat. She won't even know.
Right. Okay, fine.
She thinks it's...
it's primarily found in Western New York. It is WECK. It's especially famous in Buffalo. It's roast beef on I believe it's pronounced Kummelweck roll. KUMMELW.
Never heard of that in my life.
Topped with salt and Carolina seeds.
Oh, we both went high. All right.
Okay, there you go. Sounds delicious. So there you go. We learned something about the BW3s. Who knew? The WECK.
Well, we learned something wrong first from Pat, and then we had to learn a couple correct things.
Man, I don't know when my morning's going to pick back up, though. The Travis Kelce grammar really just put me away.
Wasn't that
No, I thought we had Ray John Rondo news.
We do right now.
We've got Mondo Rondo news.
Well, I thought we were going to do a little Clyde Edwards Allaire news.
A little Clyde Edwards
because
Allaire.
his post-game meal is an eclair.
Yeah.
He'll fly into O'Hare
to visit his au pair.
And
in order to say
hello there.
Okay, there we go.
After the game, he refuses to share.
I heard he cut off all his
hair
just down there. Where he is now bare.
He gave his teammates
you like it that way, don't you,
quite a
Christy?
scare. Right down
What?
the hardwood.
Like what, Bear?
Never mind.
I like a nice manscape. Yeah.
He used to blow his hair with Conair.
Thank you for finishing that sentence. Thank you, Ace, for acknowledging that. Could we move on?
I've often wondered that. Anthony Davis, the monobrow. He powered the Lakers to within one victory of a potential all-Los Angeles Western Conference Finals in the NBA playoffs.
Oh, the NBA loves when that happens.
Oh, yeah. Davis, 29 points, 12 boards, dominated the paint. Lakers, 110-1. Oh, I can't. Davis had 29 points and 12 rebounds, dominating the paint. In the Lakers' 110-100 win over the Rockets. Plenty of Rockets. Davis also helped the Lakers compile a 52-26 rebounding edge. LeBron James, 16 points, 15 rebounds. And Rajon Rondo, 11 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists last night for the Lakers.
Oh, he's got to be so happy he went home to his new condo.
Yeah, he sure did.
Although his car, the Lambo, got into a little bit of a wreck, so now it's half Bondo.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah.
That is a shame.
Man.
But he did take home that rando.
Did he give her any money? Any
couple
money?
of hundos, yeah.
He gave her a couple of hundos.
Until he reached a grando. So I guess 10 hundos equals
just a massive...
They had a late-night snack, a couple of Sandos.
Spirochetes of all kinds.
Spirochetes. That goes on the bingo board. NHL, Dallas Stars had to go into overtime, take a 2-1 lead in the Western Conference against Vegas. Alexander Radulov scored 31, a Russian guy, 31 seconds into overtime. Stars 3-2 win over the Golden Knights last night.
Golden Knights aren't going to go quietly.
They certainly are not. And that brings us to Stupid World Record. Woo! A woman in the UK, my future home, has set the Guinness World Record for most, I'm sorry, Josh, jelly donuts eaten in 3 minutes.
So, what did my future wife do?
Back in May, Leah Shutkever.
Ooh, spell that for me.
S-H-U-T.
Oh, okay.
K-E-V-E-R. Or Shutkever managed to eat a total of...
Just make sure you get the Shaw sound.
She managed to eat a total of 10 jelly-filled donuts within the time limit.
10 jelly-filled donuts in 3 minutes?
3 minutes?
That
sounds like it.
Beating the previous record of 6 minutes.
Almost sounds...
6 jelly donuts.
Almost
sounds worth attempting.
How big are the donuts? Do they have to be a certain size?
You think
they're big. They're the full size.
You think anybody just enters these eating contests? They just sit quietly and just eat at their own pace and enjoy the food?
You know who did that?
Who?
One Ace Cosby. When we had
that's right. What am I saying? You ruined the show.
We had the shrimp cocktail challenge, the famous St. Elmo shrimp, and Ace just casually, these are good.
That's how you ruined it that day. That's right. I forgot about that.
I like Josh. I didn't want to shame him.
There you go. Plus, you got to actually enjoy your food.
Yeah.
Which these contests always.
Glazed jelly or powdered sugar? What's going on here?
Oh, there's a whole set of rules.
I was going to say they'd have to be a certain size.
Guinness rules dictate in a sense, that the donuts must be sugared and that Shutkever could not lick her lips at any point during the attempt.
I don't get that.
Because the granulated sugar just really builds up there and makes it uncomfortable.
Really?
Oh, sure.
I can imagine someone off camera repeatedly reminded her to lick her lips.
Jelly.
That would be the hard. Isn't that more or less reflex? You doing that when you're eating?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, 3 minutes, and it was. I'm sorry, it was
10.
Wow. Although we broke the record, if you put 10 donuts in our break room, at any given moment, they'll be gone very, very quickly. Well, good for her.
She's Pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a very attractive lady. I saw her picture.
Oh, wait. No, I sorry. I saw a thumbnail. Now I got a closer look.
How about that ass?
She's a woman.
Oh, okay. Is there a separate record for this for the men? Because there is in the world of surfing, which I think is the more interesting record we have today.
Stupid world.
How many donuts do you think you could eat in 3 minutes, Josh?
I'm going to guess 3 or 4.
It's got to be harder than you think.
Yeah,
it has to be.
I was going to guess 3 before you said that.
How many?
Well, so 1 a minute. I'm going to go 5.
And these are big, and they're full of jelly. They're big donuts.
I'm going to go 5 donuts.
How many donut holes could you eat in 3 minutes?
Oh,
well, that depends how big the holes are.
I'm going to say 30.
A standard donut hole, you giant dick.
You don't think 30?
Well,
Ace, you do look surprised. Is that low or high?
30, I think 30 seems high.
that does seem
Now we're doing apples and oranges here. The contest is for jelly donuts.
Well, jelly donuts are...
I can do 5 jelly donuts, and I can do half this.
My man here can eat 5 jelly donuts in 3 minutes.
Okay, now
Got a bet here about the Lugats?
I'll bring the donuts in Monday. We'll give it a shot.
Monday. Have Mark go right now.
Yeah, well, the fire's hot, man.
No, because Josh just ate a
bunch of salmon.
Well, that's his problem.
No, I'm not a polar bear. It wasn't a bunch of salmon. It was a...
I'm sorry, you just ate
the biggest salmon I've ever seen.
You just ate a tray of salmon.
A catch of salmon.
A trawler of salmon.
A boat of salmon.
A glut of salmon.
Oh, okay.
And if you want to try it this morning, it's okay with me. I can send Mike out, or Mark. Whatever.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
After 20 years.
Your game?
Are you going to make me... Does it have to be these exact donuts?
Well, it has to be jelly donuts.
Can I choose other donuts for him to bring back so we all can have our favorite donut?
You can go buy a dozen jelly donuts in a few minutes here.
All right. Well, let's find out how high Mark is, and if he can drive, then we'll...
I don't blame him for... First of all...
They call
people
them
in glass houses, okay?
They call them the reefer. Okay, they don't. I was lying. I'm sorry. Do we have our other super cool world record?
I guess. I'm reading it under protest. A Brazilian surfer, not a sport, has set the Guinness World Record for largest wave surfed by a woman.
Look at this. The lady's killing the world records today.
Have you ever seen this? Christy, you've seen this, right?
Yes.
Maya Gabeira, yeah, it's really high, broke her own record by surfing a 73.5-foot tall wave on February 11th at the first WSL Nazar Tow Surfing Challenge event in Portugal. Measuring the wave required teams from the University of Southern California, USC, go Trojans, their wave company science team, and Scripps Institution of Oceanography. Nazar is also the site used for the men's record set by fellow Brazilian. Oh, those Brazilians. They know how to MMA, and they know how to surf.
Yeah.
And they know how to drive. They know how to wax.
Rodrigo Coxa, who rode an 80-foot wave.
Well, if you've seen the wave, he should be named Balsa because you would need very looking at the wave.
Is that Jan and Dean or the Beach Boys? I get them
the
confused.
Beach Boys.
That is Iron Butterfly.
No, there is a documentary called Magnetic, and it opens with this surfing from Portugal, and it is incredible.
Yeah, these are the biggest waves in the world.
Yes, they've logged 103 feet at one point.
Maya was knocked unconscious in 2013 in the middle of the water, only to be saved by a fellow surfer.
And I want to say she might be in this documentary now. I need to.
Well, you have to live, by the way, to get the record. I want to clarify. I think there was a guy that did 102
I think that stands for any record. Like if Josh dies today.
If I choke today on these donuts.
Yeah, he doesn't get a record.
He will not have a record.
If you get to the top of Everest but don't make it down, but you do it in record time, does it count?
You know, I think that's how most people pass away, is on the way down. On the way down, yeah.
Okay.
That's when the Yetis get you.
That's right.
Yeah, of course. And they're all going, wee.
And they're still up there. They're still up there frozen. Yeah, you hear this wee off in the distance.
There are a number number of folks just sitting there frozen.
Aren't you tired of frozen food, though? I bet you are.
That is one nice way to transition into our discussion about HelloFresh. I was just reading an article a couple weeks ago. I mentioned this earlier. The headline was, people are tired of their own cooking. You're not kidding. This is where HelloFresh comes in, and this is a chance to try something. If you want to try something new, just go to HelloFresh.com and type in the code BT Show. Why? Well, you're going to get $80 off and free shipping on your first box. What is HelloFresh? It is the #1 meal kit in America. I've been a fan for years. The way it works is simple. The box arrives. In the box, you've got the food. They've already done the measuring. They've already done the shopping.
Yep.
And every week there are different recipes you choose, usually more than 20 different options, including low-cal options or vegetarian options or family-friendly stuff that your kids will actually eat. And for those of you that have small kids, you know, that's impossible.
And it's great because you don't have any waste either. I mean, they have just the right amount, and when you're done, you're done. It's awesome.
Yeah, you will clean your plate because the food's a lot better than the stuff you've been making at home, because the recipes are great. They've got cards so you can follow them. Very simple to put them together by following the cards. Have a little fun. I like doing it with my little girls. They get a big kick out of it. And you do cut down on waste, as Christy said. It's called HelloFresh. And you go to HelloFresh.com and you type in BT Show for the special offer that includes $80 off and free shipping on your first box. Once again, the promo code BT Show, like Bob Tom Show. HelloFresh.com, $80 off, including free shipping on your first box, just to get you to try it, see if you like it. I know you will. The food is absolutely delicious, and you'll be amazed that you've become such a good cook. And it helps you in your future cooking, too, because you learn some tricks. You'll learn about some foods you probably didn't know about, and especially some spices you didn't know were so easy to get and make your food taste so great. Check it out. I really recommend it. HelloFresh.com. Use the code BT Show for the $80 off and that free shipping on your first box. When we come back, Chick McGee, you want to give me the teaser?
March Madness might look a little different coming up this next 2021, if there is a 2021.
Identify this song, Josh. Think about it for a while. When we come back, it's kind of a surfing song. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Keep us with you at all times. Get the Bob and Tom app now at your app store. State law. Hey man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
Hey, Mark Allison with you, rolling through a Friday. It is September 11th, 2020. Hope you have a great Friday in store and a great weekend ahead. Maybe some time with friends and family, if you can, socially distanced, of course. Keeping safe so we can have you right back here on Monday. Got some great guests coming in next week as well. Reno Collier, Nate Bargatze, Allie Breen, Jessica Alsman, Al Jackson, all on the way coming up next week. But we still have Friday ahead of us, and we're glad you're here with us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Rookie running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 138 yards on the ground and the touchdown as the Kansas City Chiefs open their Super Bowl title defense. 34-20 win last night over Houston in Kansas City. NBA action, Anthony Davis, 29 points, 12 rebounds, dominating the paint. Lakers 110-100 win over the Rockets. Lakers now hold a 3-1 lead in that series. And in the NHL, Alexander Radulov scored 31 seconds into overtime to give the Dallas Stars a 3-2 win over the Vegas Golden Knights, and Dallas takes a 2-1 lead in that series. Major League Baseball interleague winners, St. Louis and Detroit. American League winners, Oakland, the Angels, Kansas City, and Boston all win. Baltimore and the Yankees postponed. National League, Atlanta, Miami, San Diego, Cubs, and Arizona all win. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
My point is there's no mystery no more, you know?
Yeah.
Back in the old days, you found out if it was a boy or a girl by the look on the dad's face when he walked out in the waiting room in the hospital.
What?
Well, Tom, if he had a big smile and was high-fiving, you know, and handing out cigars, you knew he had a boy.
Yeah.
If he came out, you know, walking, you know, with his head held down, weeping in despair, then you knew they were going to have to try again.
Is that all that
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Berry whiskey.
Berry whiskey.
You knew Barry, didn't you?
No, can't say I knew Barry.
Yeah, he was the Undertaker. You know, he was always saying the wrong thing. And we were out there at the funeral one day, and Barry Whiskey, Frontier Undertaker, walked up to very old lady.
Mm-hmm.
Thelma Whiskey.
Thelma.
They were burying her husband.
Oh.
Poor Thelma.
And Barry Whiskey said, Madam, how old was your husband? She said, well, he was 104 years old.
Wow.
4 years older than me.
Wow.
Very long life.
Barry Whiskey said to her, so you're 100 years old? Wow. Hardly worth going home, is it?
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker, man. I just wanted to let you guys know about my new part-time job.
Oh.
Hell, I'm giving commencement speeches to graduating classes at colleges. Really? Hey, where's my music? You know, pump and circumcision. Anyways, man, this is easy money. Thing is, I don't lie to them like most of these people do, man.
No.
I tell them, hey, this time next year, your main concern will be whether I want fries or apple dippers with my Big Mac. It's kind of like a scared straight program and graduation all in one. And I also tell them they're leaving behind the time and place where getting laid was easier than it ever will be again for the rest of their whole lives. From here on out, man, it only gets harder, sadder, and more complicated. It's laws of nature. Look it up. Then when the hot chicks come up to get their diplomas, I'll yell at them to flash a little boob. I swear to God I do. Donnie Baker, I put the GED in graduate. I gotta go.
I just went on a date with one girl, and she was wearing a skirt and a pair of jeans under the skirt. Like she was trying to say, hey, Matt, here's two things you're not getting into tonight.
Comedian Rick Schrader. You're talking about your ex-wife.
She was not big on approval. This is what I'm getting at in a roundabout way. Make sure you find the right person before you get married, because the first time I got married, I looked, and I thought I found that person who would tell me those 5 words every man longs to hear. Get off me, you're heavy. Are you done yet? That's one of us should be enjoying this. Of course, my personal favorite, when you're inside me, I feel.
Hey, 648 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. A little singing over there, John?
Yeah, I like that tune.
Okay, good. A quick update in the forecast from Miss Christy Lee.
Well, the Car X-Man calling for morning clouds, then partly cloudy skies and a high of 78. Partly cloudy for the weekend, 85 Saturday, 82 on Sunday. There's a slight chance for an afternoon thunderstorm on Saturday, FYI. Currently 66.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. And news about our golf outing posted Q95.com. Let's see now. Welcome back. Take attendance. Ace Cosby, engineer.
Present.
Willie Griswold. I forgot he's in Chicago.
Should we try to call him? Do we know where he is?
He's going to call in.
Is he crashing at a woman's house?
Oh, boy.
Or a man's house? I don't know what the situation
Better not be at my daughter's.
Oh. Good Lord. All of a sudden, life is worth living. Wow.
Wouldn't that be funny?
Nobody saw that coming.
Well, it's because they didn't have a camera on.
Of course, I'm kidding.
We're breeding our own race of super broadcasters. I love it.
I was taking
That
attendance.
was a joke, by the way.
Well, if your daughter doesn't want to step up, mine will.
Okay, there you go.
There you go.
I'm taking attendance here. Josh Arnold, is anyone sitting in the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair?
Me, I am.
Thank you very much. Chick McGee at the sports chair.
How about you?
Oh, there we go. And, of course, Pat Godwin in the... I forgot he's not here either. Pat's having some ear problems, having some surgery now on Monday. So,
see, but what did I say?
It's called the Van Gogh. Interesting enough. I'm not sure what happens.
If you haven't seen the meme that they created for Pat Godwin and Van Gogh, it's pretty,
outstanding.
It's pretty great.
Have you seen it, Tom?
I have not.
I believe it's called Patrick Van Godwin.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe Dean could put that up on the big screen instead of my face, so I don't have to look at my
the famous Van Gogh self-portrait.
Yeah.
And it's obviously Pat Godwin with the bandage around his ear. It's amazing.
How's his mood? Is he all right?
Yeah, I talked to him yesterday. Believe it or not, it's real hard for him to talk on the phone because his ear's bothering him so much that he
can't use the other ear.
He can't hear it all through one. No, it's he.
What is what goes on in your brain when you're wearing headphones or something and someone wants to talk to you and you start talking like this when you're talking back to them? Why do you do that?
Because you're not hearing yourself at your normal volume.
Is that right?
Yeah, very simple answer to that.
And yes, you ever noticed that almost everybody, anytime you record
Why don't
anybody,
you go back eat some salmon,
and you play anybody their voice back, and they go, "No, that's not me."
Right.
Because you don't sound like yourself when you're
in your own head.
Yeah, you got to get used to it. And I finished taking attendance that I mentioned. Christy Lee is in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom.
Yes.
Yeah, she's the only one not in the studio today. There you go.
Careful.
Careful what you wish for.
That's right.
Also, they're letting chicks in now. It's like, remember the old days? You'd go to the bathroom, not have some woman dropping a mega deuce.
Christy sure can use the bathroom.
Takes the romance out of it, you know?
Oh, yeah.
She was my dream girl till that corn-infested log emerged.
All right. As he said, trying to desperately get away from this topic.
Yeah. No, we got a quiz for Josh.
It would be weird if she came in here. Nobody requested this, did they?
No.
This is, by the way, a very easy song to play. If you're learning guitar, very easy, this one.
What's the name of it?
Well, that's the quiz for Josh.
I did not know the name of it, and then I checked my email, and somebody had put it in the email. So.
Really?
Someone gave
you're cheating.
Away. Yeah.
No, I'm not. No, I just told you I did not know the name of it.
And what did they say it was?
They said it was Walk, Don't Run.
That is correct.
I didn't know that.
By the Ventures?
Yeah,
Is that who it is?
Classic surf guitar.
I've heard it, but I didn't know the name of it.
Chet Atkins did a version, apparently. And the first. Yeah, I started looking it up.
Now, we were talking surf guitar because we had a cool record in the world of surfing. This woman from Brazil. If you've got to see this video, we'll stick it on the Bob and Tom.
I mean, now you can imagine
It's
it's a big wave and she's going.
Yeah, it's a big wave, and you don't have to really imagine.
Josh,
you've got other things.
How many people die trying stuff like this?
I demand, because we have this surf record. You know, Josh's favorite Doobie Brothers song.
Mash, mash, Now, Michael, use your hands on the keyboard.
Real Love.
Well, you know, the Beach
Brothers.
Boys have a fabulous surf song that
many.
is bum, 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 surf.
Yeah,
surf. I demand to hear
those
that
early
song.
surf songs.
Some of the early surf songs were less than wonderful. I'll give you that.
Surf.
Surf City, here we come. Come on.
No, well, yeah,
there were a lot of good ones. Early on, they had a little bit of filler.
Yeah, surf. Boom, boom, boom.
But it's interesting how music brought a very obscure sport to America.
Sorry.
Oh, there's the Pat Godwin as... okay, who did that?
Ronald McDuffin.
It's our friend Ronald McDuffin.
He's amazing.
That is so dead on.
Look how forlorn
Pat Godwin. It's done Van Gogh style, if you will.
It's amazing.
That's a work of genius.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, but it's got hair.
Well, there's the
that's a hat.
That's a cap.
Yeah,
that's the hat he
has.
It's
his trapper's hat.
Man, someone just yelled something horrible at the radio about you, Ace, and I'll give you a guess as to who it was.
Okay. You can't hear. That's very.
That's true.
We'll make sure he sees that. That's available on the Bob and Tom social media platform.
He's seen it. He Googles himself once an hour.
Remember, he goes on social media. He calls it checking the traps. You remember that?
Did you know that famously his the brother Theo, Van Gogh's brother, was kind of his keeper?
Sure. Yeah, Vincent and Theo.
And he told him, "Hey man, look, don't cut off your ear," but went in one ear and out the other.
It sure did, yeah. Plus, I don't know if Van Gogh knows he cut off the gay ear.
Oh, boy.
But, yeah, left is right.
Remember that old thing?
Oh, yeah. And who started that?
Yeah, probably some dad angry that his kid got his ear pierced.
You got an ear in your right ear? No.
Okay, well,
remember when I got my ear pierced?
I do remember that.
I was in the left ear. Left is right, right is wrong.
Yep.
That's the way that goes. Yeah. Remember that? We should redo that. Put a
Didn't
big
we
hoop
just
in
say
there.
that?
I had my ear pierced the first time I met you guys.
I think you could. I think you could get away with like 2 huge hoops.
You think?
Maybe an eye patch.
Now,
become a pirate?
You're not just saying this to make me look stupid, are you? Come on.
Not everybody can pull that look off.
Remember, I had the cartilage piercing up here. Should we both get our ears re-pierced?
Let's have a guys' girls' day and go out and get our.
Oh, you did the upper part.
Don't you remember? Yeah, I had a ring here. You when I was a guest, you brought it up.
I do not remember.
Why did you? What made you do that? Just if everyone jumps off a cliff, you just jump with them?
I was young or mid-20s, and I was I just gone through a breakup, and it was one of those things where it was like, I'm going to do what I'm
going to make a statement.
Kind of.
I've been to the mall.
It was one of those. Yeah, pretty much.
We should have a girls' guys' day. We'll go out, get mani-pedis, we'll go get our ears pierced, and then we'll go home and have a pint of ice cream.
Have
what
fun,
do you
take
think?
some pictures.
And we'll go get tested?
Yeah.
See, we can't do a lot of these things right now.
No, we can't. We have to end it with getting tested. Son of a gun.
And now, by the way, we did have some sad news in the entertainment world. Diana Rigg has died.
So sad.
But that led us into a discussion about spy television shows, and then into, of course, spy movies. And Chick, you were doing your Sean Connery.
That's right. We named the dog Indiana.
Okay, here we go. This is James Bond in Dr. No. This is Sean Connery.
Mr. Bond. James Bond.
Oh,
that's one of the coolest
Wouldn't that be great if when you started to say your name, a little theme music started in the background?
You would really use that, wouldn't you?
Arnold. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I think it would go something like this. Arnold.
So fat. I'm so Who's playing that? I'm Adam, just a second, please. Bear with me. Stop playing that.
That is so mean.
I see a guy on a piano with the bands around his arms, the long white sleeve shirt and a band and a visor on, like Mickey Finn's.
Were those just
I don't know why they use those. I don't know.
What do they remove at a wedding and they throw them for the guys?
Garters.
Were those just garters on their arms?
I think.
Those old keyboard players?
It's the same.
They're like little garters.
It's the same reason Donnie Baker wears the sweatbands. On his wrists.
That's right.
Yeah, okay.
That's how you know he's a lead singer.
There you go. When we come back, what do we have, Chick McGee?
We had a sports story, but it was...
You threw it out. Okay, good.
Yeah,
we have something more exciting. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Here we go. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Yeah. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is a 10 and a 5-er, car key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Couple of frat guys from Abilene drove out all night to see Robert Earl Keen at the K-Pig Swine and Soiree dance. They wore baseball caps and khaki pants. They wanted cigs, so to save some money, they got one off a hippie that smelled kind of funny. Next thing they knew, they were both really hungry and pretty thirsty too. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is a 10 and a 5-er, car key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. I found a store with the sign said their beer was coldest. They sent in Brad because he looked the oldest. He got a case of beer and a candy bar. Walked over to where all them registers are. Laid his fake ID on the countertop. Clerk looked, he turned, he looked back up, he stopped. He said, "Kid, I'm not gonna call the cops, but I'm gonna have to keep this card. The guys both took it pretty hard. Sing it if you know it, even in your car. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is a 10 and a 5-er, car, a key, and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Met this other old hippie named Sleepy John. He said he was the guy from the Robert Earl Keen song, so they gave him their cash. He bought him some brews. It was a beautiful day out in Santa Cruz. They were feeling so good, should have been a crime. Crowd was cool and the band was prime. They made it back up front to their seats just in time to sing with all their friends. The road goes on forever and the party never ends. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is a 10 and a 5-er, a car, key, and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Yeah. Hello.
There it is.
Bob and Tom.
North Complex fire that exploded in wind-driven flames earlier in the week is advancing more slowly after the winds eased and smoke from the blaze shaded the area and lowered the temperature, allowing firefighters to make progress. At this hour, 10 people confirmed dead, 16 missing. And deadly wildfires in heavily populated northwest Oregon are growing, with hundreds of thousands of people told to flee encroaching flames, while residents to the south tearfully assess their losses. The Oregon Office of Emergency Management reported by Thursday evening the number of people evacuated statewide because of fires has climbed to an estimated 500,000. That's over 10% of the 4.2 million residents of that state. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Went walking with my lady a week ago last night. The air was warm and wonderful, the stars were shining bright. We laid down in the forest, I started to get face, when a big swarm of mosquitoes broke up our embrace. So get off when you're walking, get off on summer days. Get off and spray mosquito bites away. Get off on vacation, get off inside the sack. I got off in the grocery store, I never can go back. Jack and Jill Jaworski go camping every June. They crawl inside the sleeping bag and start howling at the moon. Jack was quite excited till mosquitoes bit his face. Jill, she got Jack off and killed the skeeters with the spray. So get off when you're camping, get off on summer days. Get off and spray mosquito bites away. Get off on vacation, get off inside the sack. I got off in the drugstore, I never can go back. You can't beat off. No, you can't beat off.
Bring it down.
It's the best darn bug repellent on your grocery shelf. You can't beat off. No, you can't beat off. If you spray off on the mattress, blame somebody else. I went down to the lake house, saw Muffy and Maureen. They took off their bikinis and applied the tanning cream. I strolled into the bushes to get a better view. I was lucky I got off, 'cause mosquitoes love to chew. So get off in the bushes, get off on summer days. Get off and spray mosquito bites away. Get off on vacation, get off inside the sack. I got off in the drive-thru, I never can go back. I got off in the drive-thru, I never can go back. No, I can't go back in there.
I get lost in that man's voice. My goodness. 7:03 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
She's Christy Lee. She's got the weather forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Morning clouds give way to partly cloudy skies this afternoon and a high of 78. Pretty much partly cloudy all weekend. 85 Saturday, 82 on Sunday. Slight chance of an afternoon thunderstorm Saturday. 65 right now under cloudy skies.
No, it's get your kicks with the temperature 66.
Oh, that's good.
Wow.
Snap,
No,
snap,
it's not. Thank you very much. We have our golf outing coming up to raise funds for the great Riley Hospital for Children. Be part of it. Go to Q95.com. It's next Wednesday afternoon at Top Golf in Fishers. It'll be great. Hope you can join us. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Coming up, the legendary Ace Cosby joke of the day. Famous for its Friday edition.
Oh, yes.
Is that true?
Oh, yeah. You got to have a good one this last, through the weekend.
There's Josh at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick desk. There's Chick. Ace is right over there. This is Tom speaking. We're in the big room.
I'm wacky.
Our only helper today is the great Christy Lee. She is in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. Willie G and Patty G, both absent today.
Sitting in the tree.
And by the way, there is a painting of Pat Godwin in the style of Vincent Van Gogh, with Pat having some ear surgery. It's the famous portrait of Van Gogh with the ear bandage. It's brilliant.
Mr.
And
Ronald McDuffin.
It'll be featured.
If you're a fan of the show and you don't follow Ronald McDuffin on Instagram, I don't know what you're doing.
Okay,
can't explain.
It is brilliant. Well done, sir.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Now, Mr. McGee, we had one more sports story.
I knew you were going to. I lost. Well, the basic story is, you know how they do these things, and then all of a sudden it becomes reality. Well, the rumor yesterday on the internet, and it was verified by the NCAA, but they say they're going to try to not have this happen, is that they're going to have an all-inclusive March Madness tournament. All the D1 schools will be automatically included in March.
So food and everything is taken care of, and drinks.
That's right. And then you see a show. It's all inclusive.
Cool.
That's exactly right.
Sort of like
I think there are like 300 and some
so what
D1 basketball school. But the NCAA said, no, that can't happen. But Coach K wants it. ACC coaches want it. All the major conferences would like to see that happen. Stir it. Get it stirred up a little bit.
So
because of the virus, canceled this year's tournament.
So if your team has an incredibly bad season and a losing record, you still get to be in the tournament.
Aren't they overcorrecting a little bit?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Well, remember there were 64 teams, then there were 66 teams, and then there were 68 teams. And then you said, why not add everybody? Because that would what? Make more money.
Make more money.
That's exactly right. Why not? I think they have to add another weekend, and that's it. And next to the Super Bowl.
If they had another weekend, they'd make another weekend's worth of money.
And
and dilute the whole thing.
I think next to the Super Bowl, March Madness is the most popular sporting event in this country.
Has to be.
Has to be. I'd agree with that.
I would say so. Well, you do your bracket? Who's in your bracket? Like that.
I mean, you're right. People who never...
Right.
I don't follow it, and I've been in part of brackets. So
that's right.
Bracketology.
Yeah.
So we'll see if they're really going to put a stop to it, or they're putting the story out there so they can ease us into getting used to it before it starts.
Well, let's just hope we get it going again.
Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, just have a tournament at all. Yes. That's sports.
Are you ready for some football?
We had football last night and football on Sunday, Tom, the true opening day.
Okay, do you want to review the Chick McGee sports picks? We opened with a bit of a issue.
Picking up right where we left off last year. I like the Bills minus the 7 hosting the Jets. I like the Lions minus the 3 hosting the Bears. And I like Cleveland plus 9 at Baltimore, and the Browns are my double shot.
Okay.
There you go.
Doubling your bet on the Browns.
Right.
Okay.
No way I can lose on that one.
Well, we'll see.
Any given Sunday, Chick.
That's right. Cleveland might win that game.
That's right.
It's very exciting since there was no preseason at all. Getting a look at the teams will be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Right now we're going to get a look at Christy Lee. She is once again at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. What's happening?
We got tigers in the news, and not Tiger King.
Is this the loose one?
No, we got tigers. We have a lot of cat news.
All right. Oh, I didn't mean to step on that. Would you do it again? So we'll all be quiet while you do it.
Something else.
What, the cat noise?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, my goodness. You see her on her just crawling up your from the foot of the bed
in her cat suit.
My gosh! If she wore like a Julie Newmar,
her long nails,
Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman suit.
Oh, I wish I could fit into that.
You can fit into it.
Her boyfriend starts singing.
Pussy King, Pussy King. Yeah, that's our Saturday night right there, kids. Little does he know. Authorities in Tennessee are searching for a loose tiger.
Have you heard about this?
The Knox County Sheriff's Office said a deputy spotted the animal Wednesday night at an industrial park. Several agencies, along with representatives with the rescue organization Tiger Haven, are helping in the search. Knoxville Zoo spokeswoman Tina Rowland said all of its tigers are accounted for, and the zoo has not been involved in the search. If caught, that animal will be taken to Tiger Haven. Yes.
Is this because of Tiger King? Do you think, if you do the math on this, if someone was watching Tiger King when it first aired,
right, got themselves
I'm going to get myself a tiger.
Right. It's only $1,000 or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it got a tad
then
big
it grows up
and started staring at the children a little too long.
By the way, once again, welcome to 2020. In case it wasn't rough enough with this COVID crap, now we've got a tiger loose.
This just kind of hit me. What would you rather have, a golden retriever puppy or a tiger? They're both basically the same price, right?
Kind of.
If you're buying
that was the shocking part about the tiger. One of the shocking things in Tiger King was,
why is this legal? I keep asking.
Right.
I know we have the government doing all kinds of stuff. Couldn't someone look into this?
Shouldn't this take an hour in Congress?
Shouldn't there be laws about not having a tiger?
Here's why it can't be against the law.
I've got a tiger's by the tail. It's
plain to see.
Oh, yeah.
Plain to see.
I won't be much with
it's interesting. I remember this because when I was a kid, this was a hit, and I remember it was one of the first times I learned how to change the channel.
That's Buck Owens in the Buckaroos. Buckaroos.
I'm a Buck fan, but that particular song
So they found this.
Can buck off.
They haven't found the tiger yet.
No, but they originally saw it just walking around some industrial park.
Can you imagine?
He's got to have his own Twitter account already.
I saw a cougar walking around a Panera.
Wow, that joke is as stale as they come.
It's been in my act for a good 10 years.
Is that your famous Toledo closer? So there's a tiger on the loose.
Yeah.
What do you, I mean, I guess the good news is it'll keep people indoors.
Yeah.
Fewer people out there to catch the COVID.
Don't
have to worry about rabbits.
Was it the beginning of COVID when there was a story going around saying Russia was going to release bears into the street to keep people indoors? Do you remember that?
That's right.
Oh my God.
I have a feeling that was one of those internet fantasy.
Well, yeah, it was.
I'm sorry.
I've got an idea for this.
What?
Can you see this? If this were a movie, what would happen is you'd see some guy in a suit. He's walking through a prison. All of a sudden, they open up the cell, and there's Joe Exotic. This guy walks in and says, "Okay, Joe, we got a tiger loose. We're going to let you go. You get the tiger. You're a free man." Then just the adventure begins, and they hand him the keys to a Ferrari, and he lights up some cigarettes, and his boyfriend gets in the car with him, and they have glorious sodomy, and then they...
All right, okay. They didn't cut that part out. This must be the European version.
It must be his other boyfriend.
They get right to the action.
His other boyfriend flies a helicopter, and they live in Hawaii. And
Christy, read the part about the zoo. So there's a tiger loose, so they call the local zoo.
Yeah. And the Knoxville Zoo said all of their tigers are accounted for, and the zoo is not involved in the search.
You know, when all of your tigers aren't accounted for,
yeah, that's a problem.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
You don't want to have extra tigers in the neighborhood.
Do they have like a UPC code on the tigers so they know when they're there and when they're not? Or what do you think?
Are they chipped?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet they're chipped.
Yeah, I bet they're not. Because it's probably an underground industry. They don't want to be traceable.
Oh, no, I mean the zoo ones.
Oh, the zoo one. Yeah, that's a whole different thing. I mean the...
Oh, you mean the...
I think they're going to find out this is some lottery winner that...
Isn't it illegal?
Hey, I got $1 million. Well, let's see. I could either fix up my house or get a tiger.
Didn't Tiger King, at one point, there are, 500 legal exotic cats in the United States, but there are 10,000 privately owned cats or something like
Right,
that.
there are more privately owned
Then are in zoos, right?
that are in existence in the wild. In the wild,
that's
yeah.
it, yeah.
Far more.
Tiger King.
That's right.
Tiger King, Tiger King.
Hip, hip.
Tiger King, Tiger
It's
King.
like religious.
Tiger King, Tiger King.
Thank you very much.
Tiger King, Tiger King.
Pussy King, Pussy King. Pussy King, Pussy King.
Smaller cats.
Pussy King, Pussy King.
Here it comes.
Everybody knows I'm the Pussy King.
That's for smaller cats. And by the way, we have more cats in the news.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Okay, well, coming up, we'll get to that right now. I want to remind you, had a great shave this morning. Thank you very much.
Looks nice.
And you know what? It was a Harry's razor. That's right, Harry's. I've been a big fan ever since we started talking about Harry's razors. And Harry, that's a pretty simple idea. A couple guys said, well, why are we paying so much for razors? They did a little research. They found out they could go to one of the most famous steel factories in the world, get the blades made significantly cheaper with the best steel that there is, and charge about half as much. Join the 10 million guys who figured out, hey, this is great, Harry's razors. And they've got the best offer ever just to get you to try them, because I know you're going to like them. I often talk about one thing about them that I love, and that is the ergonomic handle. No one asked me to talk about this, but I'm going to tell you about it anyway. That handle makes it so easy to shave. It's like having you know how you love having that perfect pen?
Oh, yeah.
You ever get a mortgage, you got to sign your name 67 times. You got to have the right pen or the whole thing is no fun. Oh, the same thing is true of shaving. You got to have the right razor. How about the best, sharpest razor, and you save a ton of money? You don't have to even go to the store and walk around and breathe in the COVID-tainted air of the guy hacking in front of you and then ask them to unlock the, can you please unlock that? I'm not going to steal my razor. Harry's Razors, how about this best offer ever? You get the 5-blade razor from Harry's, the weighted handle that I love, the foaming shave gel, the travel cover for $3 plus free shipping if you use the code Bob and Tom when you go to harrys.com. They just want you to try it that much. Once you do, if you want to, you can set it up so that they get delivered to your house, and you can have however much you need to shave. It's all up to you. It's a free country, and Harry's has an offer that's, I guess, as close to being free as you can get when you've got that free shipping. So this is a great offer for Bob and Tom Show listeners. New customers getting $5 knocked off that trial set from Harry's. In fact, I've got one right here. They brought me that trial set, which I'd like to show you, but I'm going to take it home. Probably shouldn't have.
Truth in advertising.
Harrys.com. Use the code Bob and Tom at checkout and give Harry's Sharper Blades a try. The all-new Sharper Harry's razor. That's right. They've actually improved the blades with contemporary technology. That's what they do. Don't forget the code Bob and Tom at Harrys.com. Coming right back with more cat news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Augie Smith. I'm Mark Allison. Hope you're having a great Friday. It is September 11th, 2020. And don't forget, coming up at 1 p.m. this afternoon, Eastern Time, it's Bob and Tom's All-Day Replay, hosted by our friend Christopher. Beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern, we replay today's show back-to-back and then again back-to-back right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Again, that's 1 p.m. Eastern if you'd like to hear today's show again in its entirety back-to-back and then again back-to-back right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. The Grammy Museum has a new subscription streaming service. It's called Collection Live. The service will be about $2.99 a month or $29.99 a year. It will feature new and old performances and interviews from acts like Barbra Streisand, Selena Gomez, Panic at the Disco, Cheap Trick, and on. It starts September 17th. On September 24th, there will be new content from BTS, Rufus Wainwright, and others. Yusuf has recorded a duet with Cat Stevens, and you're right, it's the same person. Yusuf, as Stevens is known now, has recorded his song Father and Son, where he's fused a new vocal of himself, singing the father part with a recording he made in 1970, singing the son part. He's also released a stop-frame animated video showing a father and son living in the same house trying to understand each other. The song will appear on Yusuf's upcoming album, Tea for the Tillerman 2, on which Cat Stevens reimagines the 11 songs from the original Tea for the Tillerman. That will come out a week from today. And speaking of new albums, Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band cranked out a new one in 5 days. Letter to You will come out October 23rd. It has 9 new songs and 3 newly recorded versions of songs that predate Springsteen's 1973 debut album, Greetings from Asbury Park, New Jersey. Those 3 tunes, Janie Needs a Shooter, If I Was the Priest, and Song for Orphans. Bruce says the band played completely live in the studio, no overdubs, and calls it, quote, one of the greatest recording experiences he's ever had. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I love to watch you as the jasmine wind blows through your hair, your bedroom eyes, your pouting lips. I just can't help but stare. You're in a satin nightgown, and I see your lovely curves. I hear somebody coming, and I drop my binoculars. Peeking through your window, I watch you get undressed. As you slip off your nightgown, my heart pounds in my chest. I think I'll break into your house and lie down on your bed, then dance around your bedroom with your panties on my head. I can't stop stalking you every minute, every day. I can't stop stalking you. Nothing in this world will keep me away. I watch you at the health club. I watch you at the mall. Last week I sat beside you in the airport bathroom stall. I know you really love me. Someday you'll say I do. Even though a restraining order keeps me 100 feet from you. I can't stop stalking you. Every minute, every day, I can't stop stalking you. Nothing in this world will keep me away.
He's hiding in the bushes. He's there behind the tree. He can see you,
but you can't see me. I see the red lights flashing as I hide behind this tree. Once again, your nosy neighbors have called the cops on me. I'm sitting in this squad car, my ears begin to ring. I listen as these voices in my head begin to sing. You.
7:22 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
It certainly is. There's Christy Lee. She's got the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weekend weather brought to you by the CarX Man. Morning clouds give way to partly cloudy skies today and a high of 78. 85 on Saturday, slight chance of an afternoon thunderstorm, and 82 on Sunday. Next week looking beautiful too. 65 right now.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. The Bob and Tom golf outing is scheduled for next Wednesday at Top Golf. Details at Q95.com. It's a benefit, of course, for the Great Riley Hospital for Children. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Wait a second. I can smell it. Can you smell it, Josh?
I sure can.
Okay.
Yeah, I can smell it all right.
Okay.
What?
She smells lovely. It's Christy Lee. She's in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom.
Must
But
be your
that
feet.
smell is the smell of great humor.
Stink.
It is, of course, the Ace Cosby. We call it the joke of the day, but once again, this is the op-ed page of contemporary culture with our engineer Ace Cosby. Yes.
Question: what did Tennessee?
Oh, I love this. I love this whole thing. What did Tennessee, Josh?
Same thing, Arkansas.
I don't know, Alaska. We love this song.
We do.
Oh, boy.
What did Tennessee?
What did Delaware? A brand New Jersey.
Boy, I hate that song.
Hate it.
It's the Marching White. Yeah, they get a lot of them in.
I wish I'd been there for the
Yours is the same.
It is the same. Ace.
You need to put a book out. Unreasonable Confidence by Ace Cosby. You've got to do it.
Perry Como.
Yes, Perry Como.
You weren't even alive.
You weren't alive when this was recorded, I don't
Ace
think.
had the vision to realize that maybe less is more of that particular tune. Hey, fellas, make it a little whiter, won't you?
Man, it is embarrassing.
It is
just embarrassing.
I think it's just wonderful.
Now, we just had a news story that there's a tiger on the loose in Knoxville, Tennessee.
That is correct.
And no one's saying whose tiger it is. But they've got the sheriff's office out there, along with some people from a tiger rescue place trying to find the thing. I mean, can you imagine if this, and it's loose in the suburbs of Knoxville, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Knoxville. So it wasn't a Nashville cat. Lick clean, it's country water. Nashville.
I will allow that.
Don't you?
I will allow that, counselor. I will allow the Nashville Cats joke.
You're going to allow that?
Yes, I'm going to allow that. Yes, I am.
All
It's
right.
very, very, very nice. Yeah, so it is indeed Knoxville, and once again, there are tigers on the loose. We posted a video of the tiger walking down the highway that was just posted this morning. It's on our Bob and Tom Show Twitter feed.
The Knoxville tiger?
Yes.
Oh, wow. So they have, okay, there has been more sightings.
Yes, there have been more sightings. So
Yikes.
I have a really dumb question.
Yes.
Do they, I hope they don't have to shoot it. Do they try to tranquilize
I
it?
would think they would
hope
try to
so too,
tranquilize it.
You know, if it's standing outside of a kinder care, they may go ahead and just shoot it.
they're just going to shoot it. That's the easiest way to take care of this.
Oh.
Okay?
I'm afraid he may be right.
I think it's the easiest way for the tiger too. He doesn't
Especially
want to.
if it's already tasted blood, you got to just kind of let.
Oh my!
He doesn't want to be here.
Okay, well, let's move on because Christy pointed out that she had a hunk of cat
hunk.
news.
Oh, yes.
More cats?
A serval cat has escaped from its home in New Hampshire.
A what?
You like those,
Serval,
Christy?
S-E-R-V-A-L. I do like them. I think they're really cool.
Which ones
I
are
do,
these?
too.
They kind of look like little exotic animals, but they're
I think
not.
Mary Lynn Rice Cub has
Yes.
one, I think.
Oh, are these the ones that have the spots?
Yes.
They're cool.
The
They look
serval
like
is
ocelots or
it's a
something.
wildcat native to Africa, but in this case, the 40-pound feline named
What did
Spartacus.
Ocelot, boy, what did Ocelot?
Well, that makes no sense.
I know.
Ocelot isn't the name of a state.
The 40-year-old.
You can do that to any
40-year-old.
word.
The 40-pound cat Spartacus reported missing in Merrimack Wednesday.
Wait a minute.
Where did Merrimack, boy? Where did Merrimack?
Did you hear the name of the cat?
Spartacus.
Well, no wonder they can't find it. You go out there and you go, Spartacus. And every other cat out there goes, Spartacus.
Yeah.
I am Spartacus.
Cory Booker.
Yes.
Mr. Dean King said his family adopted the African serval cat from a Florida zoo 4 years ago.
All right, take a break.
The chicken eye are on fire.
The cat has lived indoors the entire time, spending the days in an enclosure and having the run of the family house at night.
Oh, that's got to be fun.
Yeah, I bet they have no mice. King said their dog didn't want to come in that night, but when his wife opened the door, the dog and cat spooked each other and off the cat went.
Oh.
Police are asking anyone who sees the cat to report him to the dispatcher.
It's domesticated, though. It's not necessarily a danger to anybody.
Well, I mean, they adopted it from a zoo.
Where's it from? I'm sorry.
It's in Merrimack, New Hampshire. Where's the cat?
Well, then it probably read the license plate.
Yeah, live free or
die.
Yeah, didn't want to die.
Yeah, so
I wanted to live free.
In brand New Jersey.
Brand New Jersey.
These are beautiful little cats. And you have more kitties in the news?
Yeah, the North Carolina Zoo has announced the birth of a rare sand cat. This kitten was born August 10th, and despite being one of the smallest feline species, the sand cat are desert-dwelling hunters that can fearlessly kill venomous snakes.
Cool.
Although sand cats are incredibly appealing with their big ears, big eyes, and petite frame.
Oh, they're so cute.
They're wild, ferocious animals that should never be kept as pets. Native to North Africa and the Arabian Peninsula, the nocturnal cats are also known to feed on small rodents, spiders, and insects.
They are adorable.
Yeah.
Please don't put this on TikTok, or we're going to have a bunch of idiots getting these things.
TikTok.
I'm getting 10.
Sand cats.
Yeah. It says here that zookeepers warn that they're terrifying. They are apparently.
Oh my God!
They look like the sweetest little kitties you've ever seen.
Gosh.
They really do.
They've got the little big head and.
Why are they so terrified? They kill snakes. That's it.
No,
Well, they'll
they're
claw
fierce.
you. Yeah,
they can't be domesticated. It says here.
Oh, they can't.
They cannot. So they're just scary.
Look at this one, chick. This one's a jerk, huh? Look at that.
Oh,
no, this is
yeah.
visual, but you can tell he's
mean. Yeah. Well, he was rejected by the itty bitty kitty committee.
He looks like the John Houseman of sand cats.
That would have been a great name instead of the Rat Pack.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, the Sand Cats, man.
That's right.
Oh, Sand Cats
I
is
would
good.
like sand cats.
Sammy Davis and the Sand Cats.
They are so cute.
But
I'd like to see one of these.
They're terrifying.
Yep.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, this quotes a number of zookeepers. Yeah, so don't, whatever you do, please.
Sand cat, the amazing animal that doesn't need to drink water.
Yeah. Tom, I'm going to
That's
disagree
why
with
they
you.
live in a desert.
I'm disagreeing with you. I'm going to say go ahead and get one of these.
Really?
Yeah.
No, look at the shredded wrist of this man in this picture.
No, your kids will love them.
No.
Didn't you have...
You are a menace.
Christy, didn't you have cat scratch fever there that one time?
I did have cat scratch fever. It's nothing to laugh about.
Yeah, and I had the boogie woogie flu 1 week.
I thought you had rockin' pneumonia.
Well, they thought it was rockin' pneumonia at first, and then it turned out just to be the boogie woogie flu.
No, better than the COVID, but of course, nothing is better than.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of entendre.
Okay. There's at least a double or a triple.
Sand cats can run 25 miles an hour. They meow just like domestic cats and bark like dogs.
What?
What the hell is that all about?
Hey, did you guys know this? You know chipmunks make noise? Did you know this?
When you run over them with your car.
Yeah, it's kind of a...
I was reading outside, and I heard this bird chirping. I was like, what? That is so annoying. And then I looked over, and it was a damn chipmunk.
Losing its mind.
Chirping. Just chirping away.
Sand cats get together. They have a range of calls. They purr and meow, and they also yelp like a chihuahua.
Huh.
They are adorable.
This thing is a hound from hell. What is this?
Yeah, but again, the sand cat, if you read carefully, it says
It's ferocious, yeah,
they're
but
super mean. You cannot have them.
You could easily see them being accidentally sold as regular kittens.
oh, absolutely, especially
And it really causing trouble.
Remember, what are those? Remember the painter that had all the big-eyed kids?
Yeah.
Yes.
The paintings.
in the
and it was,
60s.
Turned out it was done by the woman.
Yeah, that was a great movie, by the way.
That's what these kitties look like.
Yeah, they look like...
They get the kind of super adorable little
Right.
kitty
They kind of look
face.
like Puss in Boots when he's trying to be adorable.
And then they apparently will shred your eyeballs. They're very scary looking. So in the meantime, that was a pretty good cat hunt. We've got a loose tiger in Tennessee.
Oh, you're
We have a
calling that
loose
one?
serval in New Hampshire and a sandcat born in a zoo.
You're saying it's a pretty good cat hunt, huh? Okay.
You know what,
All
though?
right.
I feel like my little chipmunk story, I don't feel like any of you believe me.
No, we believe you. It's just uninteresting.
It is?
Was he talking to you or was he talking to somebody else? Was he
I
looking
think
right
he was-
at you?
No, yeah, I think he was kind of looking around like he was
What about when they
calling
get
another
run
chipmunk.
over? They're making a little noise. You don't.
It's hard for me to laugh. I ran over a squirrel yesterday, so it's hard for me to laugh.
Oh, no, Josh.
In your car?
Yeah.
There's no more satisfying sound. That's right. Up under your car.
Well, Josh, we all know chipmunks talk.
I was walking into an Arby's.
There we go.
Good choice.
He was blindly running, of course,
Right.
and
We all know chipmunks talk. Look at Chip and Dale. Come on.
I had no idea.
who came up with the idea for Chip and Dale to be impeccable gentlemen? I don't know who it was, but it's just after you. No, after
sure.
you.
I think that's the reason, because of the constant mind changing. The sand cat is considered to be one of the best animal hunters of all animals, with a 50% kill rate.
Whoa.
Pretty good, huh?
Mm-hmm.
50%?
There is a video out there of people who own cats. It starts out, the odds of your cat killing you are low, but they're not zero. And then you see it backs up and you see the cat just staring at this owner. It's hilarious.
Remember the study came out that said house cats kill for fun, that they're psychopaths.
Yeah.
They go, they will.
And look, mine used to pick off chipmunks left and right.
And I've said this before, if you see your cat at a window looking out at the birds going, they're practicing their kill bite. They're not mimicking what the bird's doing, okay? They're not being
love
cute.
That's the kill bite?
It's the kill bite.
Love cats.
Okay, well, that was our kitty hunk.
Yeah.
Cat should be banned.
Maybe we should play one of our kitty tributes in just a few minutes. How about that? We have a couple.
Isn't this Cat Month?
The band Kitty, the female heavy metal band?
I thought this was Cat Month.
Is it Cat Month?
I think.
I'll have to look into that.
How's your cat doing?
Ace, your cat's name is
Mandu.
Mandu.
Poor cat.
It's if I may, it's of course, as Floyd would say, Cat Mandu.
Yeah.
Get it?
I'd like to think a Bob Seger homage or something.
I love
when
that
you
song.
call her, do you go Cat
I just
Mandu?
say Catmandu, Catmandu.
It's what I really, really
want to do.
Yeah, I love that song too.
Oh, I love that song. The live version, it's the best.
And then she just lays there.
Right now, let's a little tribute. This is a little bit of Mr. Bob Seger, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, yep, that's what he is, all right.
Yeah. Doesn't get any better than that. I'm sorry.
I love him.
That's the best. Now, we've done the cat hunk.
Yeah, but we still have gators in the news. We have a turkey vulture and a monkey still to come.
What are these critters doing?
And I've got to hand you a story about the snake in the toilet. The guy didn't see it before he sat.
Again.
Oh, no.
Did it bite him on the buttocks?
This happens a lot.
Nope. Higher. Go north. We'll
boy.
find out about that.
On the balls? Oh, my God.
Yeah, well, and actually on the nailer, if you will. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules, or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 27 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time and saves the world. And Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow up the world.
Hey, Mark Allison rolling through a Friday with you. It is September 11th, 2020, and we remember, of course, September 11th, 2001. We were on the air that day. I was here live when the terrorist attacks happened in New York City and Washington, D.C., and it's a memory of a day I will never forget. We were all here live living it together, and again, we don't forget. We remember September 11th, 2001. We'll be back with more of the Bob and Tom Show right after this.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Rookie running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 138 yards on the ground and the touchdown as the Kansas City Chiefs open their Super Bowl title defense. 34-20 win last night over Houston in Kansas City. NBA action, Anthony Davis, 29 points, 12 rebounds, dominating the paint. Lakers 110-100 win over the Rockets. Lakers now hold a 3-1 lead in that series. And in the NHL, Alexander Radulyov scored 31 seconds into overtime to give the Dallas Stars a 3-2 win over the Vegas Golden Knights, and Dallas takes a 2-1 lead in that series. Major League Baseball interleague winners, St. Louis and Detroit. American League winners, Oakland, the Angels, Kansas City, and Boston all win. Baltimore and the Yankees postponed. National League, Atlanta, Miami, San Diego, Cubs, and Arizona all win. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Los Angeles County has canceled trick-or-treating this year. Health officials released guidelines for Halloween that prohibits door-to-door trick-or-treating, trunk-or-treating parties, haunted houses, as well as carnivals, festivals, and live entertainment.
Have you ever happened to be in Los Angeles during Halloween?
Close, but not actually on Halloween.
It's very weird. People hand you an avocado and ask you to read their screenplay. All right.
You know that happens.
I just wanted some candy corn.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom all the time in your ear.
I'm getting married to my pickup truck. It never leaves me when I'm down on my luck. It doesn't shop at fancy stores or have a lawyer or want a divorce, no. It doesn't care if I stay out late. It doesn't bitch about the money I made. We'll be together till the end. It won't sleep with my best friend. I'm gonna get down on one knee and ask my truck if it'll marry me. I'll never drive another car. We'll honeymoon at the bar. I'm gonna have the time of my life. The exhaust pipe's tighter than my ex-wife. You think I'm crazy, but listen to this. I can bring home a hooker and it won't get pissed. No, the wedding ring won't cost me $1 when I get married to my pickup truck.
Hey, guy, it's Ken Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
Tom Simmons is our guest. I understand you've been to Afghanistan, I assume, on one of the USO type tours.
The Comics on Duty.
Okay, good for you.
Afghanistan is desolate, man. Everything is dirt. Every building, every structure is like dirt. We don't need satellite-guided bombs. We just should drop water balloons.
That'll muddy you. Wow.
Turn that place into mud and farmland, and it'll be great.
Have you run this strategic idea by the people at the Pentagon?
Yeah, it'd save us a lot of money.
This is positively
launching
brilliant.
a massive hydro attack. That's what we're going to do. And,
all of these fire bombs are merely drawing it out. Jim Gaffigan joins us in the studio. Jim is a veteran comedian and actor, famous for a couple of oddball appearances on Sex and the City.
But I am an actor and a comedian, but I'll tell you guys, I wish I was a film director just in everyday life, so when someone was telling me a boring story, I could just go, and cut. I didn't finish. We got it. That's a wrap. And cut. When you think about it, that would come in handy. You come home late,
God.
your wife's like, where the hell were you? And cut. All right, let's try it again. This time you don't care where I was. In fact, you're happy to see me. Let's try it topless. Action.
Stocky economy.
Before Q95, it's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. Christy Lee's got an update in the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weekend weather. Partly cloudy this afternoon. Look for a high of 78. Partly cloudy Saturday and Sunday. 85 Saturday, 82 Sunday. Currently, we have cloudy skies and 65 degrees.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. How would you like to bid on a Yingling refrigerator? Well, you can at the Bob and Tom golf outing coming up next Wednesday afternoon at the beautiful Top Golf, the multi-dimensional, multi-tiered driving range with a bunch of fun, cool stuff to do because it's the Bob and Tom golf outing. Why? It's going to benefit the Riley Hospital for Children, so you'll have some fun at the same time. Details are at Q95.com, thanks to Yingling Flight. Only 95 calories. Now, let's see here. Welcome back. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Today it's just the Fab Five, I guess. Our engineer is Ace Cosby, number one. Number two is Chick McGee. Number three is Josh Arnold over there. The IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair. This is Tom, number four. And number five is Christy Lee in the other room. And that's it today.
Hey.
We're going with the lean operation today. Willie G and Patty G not available for service. Now, Christy just did your cat hunk.
Yep.
We have a little bit of an update on that. Is that correct?
We do.
I thought, Josh, you were saying, did you have something more about there's a loose tiger in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Right.
There is a loose, I want to get this right, is the serval cat somewhere in New Hampshire.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the tiger might be dangerous. The serval cat, probably not. It's been domesticated.
And the sand cat, for some reason.
That's been born in a zoo.
The very rare sand cat. There are not a lot of them in zoos. They look just like cute little kitties.
They sure do.
And they're deadly.
Yeah.
They will shred your face.
Adorable, but deadly.
Shred your
and all
face.
of this talk about animals, I looked up 12 animals, and it says 12 animals that are named after other animals.
What?
Are you ready?
Oh, you like the titmouse? There's a bird, but it has mouse in it.
Is there an animal? I know there's an
titmouse
animal.
is a bird?
Yeah.
Yes.
I know an animal named a mouse.
I had that all wrong.
But that doesn't. That's named after one animal because the other part's not an animal, is it?
So what's the category? I don't understand.
12 animals named after other animals. For instance, the rhinoceros beetle. See?
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
The bat falcon.
What's a bat falcon?
It's named not because it resembles a bat, but because the small flying mammal serves as its primary prey item, the bat. Bat falcons love bats.
Cool.
It's another flying mammal, though?
Yeah, the name bat falcon applies to the entire species. Only the females hunt bats. Of course.
That's
it's not a mammal, it's a bird.
Angry. The flying mammal is their
treat. Okay.
The bat is a flying mammal.
What's the big deal? Why? Forget about the part of mammal. Don't get stuck on mammal. There's a bat falcon.
What's it look like? Oh, those are pretty.
That'd be a great name for a superhero.
The
Bat Falcon.
Yes.
Bat Falcon.
He goes after Batman. He's kind of a...
Yeah.
Oh, he could be a bad guy.
Yeah.
Bat Falcon.
Chick, I'm sorry, I interrupted.
The elephant shrew.
And, of course, the Mud Falcon. Rather unfortunate superhero.
I should have known better. We haven't said the mud falcon yet. I should have known better.
Just guzzling kaopectate.
Haven't talked about poop in half an hour. Go on.
Elephant shrew.
What's a shrew?
Well, you know the taming of the shrew?
Yes, I know that.
Okay,
well, married to the elephant? No. That's
what is an elephant shrew? Is that a bird also?
No, it's a...
it's like a little rodent.
Yeah.
It's like a vole, something like that.
It has a very long snout.
We just keep going.
It looks like a little mouse. See?
Okay.
Oh, he's cute.
Elephant shrew. The bee hummingbird. That do anything for you? It's the smallest living bird.
Hard to tame an elephant shrew. Is there anything there?
Taming...
That would maybe make an adjunct professor somewhere giggle.
At some sort of bad cocktail party.
Yeah. Here it comes.
What do you got?
Why you gotta be such a windbag?
I hope you have it. I don't have it.
Chick.
Yeah.
The polite cartoon critters were not Chip and Dale. They were Mac and Tosh, the goofy gophers from Looney Tunes.
Really?
Really?
Oh, Chip and Dale were Disney. He's right.
I forgot about
that's
that.
right.
Why you gotta be such a windbag?
Thank you to the new president of the Junior Windbag Society.
Congratulations, sir. You were right. Mole cricket. There's something.
Huh.
That's right. A leopard frog. It's as big as a leopard, but looks like a frog.
Oh, wow. I would think it'd be a frog with spots.
See, I need to start to lie to keep your attention. Why are you looking at me about leopard frog?
Because I want to play this for you.
After you. Oh, no, you first. I couldn't think of it. Don't have much time, you know. Shall we go together? Let's.
Yes. Hilarious.
They're being chased. We don't have much time, you know.
The leopard frog is very leopardy.
Yep, very leopardy.
Let's move on.
Camel spider?
No, we've got 25
Don't care. Christy, what else have you got over there?
Antelope squirrel?
Florida authorities were called out on reports an alligator was in a storage shed, but they found something far less fearsome. The woman called 911 last month saying her husband was getting boxes from the shed outside their Winter Haven apartment when he saw a big alligator. Polk County Sheriff's Deputy Mark Trexler.
Here it is.
Polk County Sheriff.
I was thinking the same thing, Josh.
Polk County Sheriff.
Responded to the scene and found the alligator was actually a pool floaty.
Oh, right.
The sheriff's office posted a picture of the fake gator to Twitter.
She should be fined.
Trexler came, he saw, he conquered the beast.
$2,500.
Knocked the wind out of it, literally.
Wasting
The
everybody.
floaty was also patched up with a large swath of duct tape.
And you should be fined for telling
What county did this happen in, Christy?
Polk County.
Salad, Annie.
Great song.
The gator's got your granny.
So in this song, is the alligator eating his grandmother?
I think so, yeah.
Yikes. That is unpleasant.
Gator's got your granny.
Yeah.
The
gator
inflatable gator, of course, is known as the Florida scarecrow.
If you saw, did you see the picture of this thing? It really did look like a gator. I mean, if it were dark and you were just walking out there and you caught it,
and you were an idiot,
caught it out of the corner of your eye.
That must be a great.
Okay.
Am
hang
I
on
right?
a second. Wait a minute. This is not a pool toy gator. It looks just like.
I know.
I
it
didn't
is
see
a pool
this thing.
floaty, but it's not the
It's
comical,
not the cartoony pool.
Yes.
It looks just like an alligator.
Yes, it does.
This guy must have had a massive underwear flush.
It's like that. Don't they have a remote control gator head you throw in a lake or something?
Oh,
to
yeah.
scare
Yeah,
people?
that's so funny.
Weren't we talking about
This
that?
thing's terrifying.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I can certainly see why there was a mistake.
Yeah, Josh. Yeah, if you see this thing, you'll go. You would have spontaneously combusted.
Well, that's kind of overacting.
Yeah, I
but-
think he meant out of my butt.
Oh.
Wow, terrifying.
Spontaneously.
Very realistic.
Yeah, it looks. I mean, I don't know who makes this. But
Is there something in spontaneous defecation? Is that a possibility?
Sure.
There are, yes. Remember,
I know there's sometimes it's so forceful. Yeah.
They were working on a certain type of gun that would send that like law enforcement or soldiers could use. That would you would aim it at the person and shoot it, and that person would immediately crap themselves.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Yes,
I heard about
it. Would
this.
disable.
You remember this?
That'd be. You wouldn't want to be
Well,
the
I don't
assistant.
let Tom have that.
And we had
all right, Muldoon. He's down. Go.
We also
Go get
had a story. The Army was developing some sound wave that makes you ill, that makes you sick.
Right.
You start
Yeah.
vomiting.
This was along
Remember
those
that?
lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I love warfare like that.
In any event, the headline is misleading. It does not look like a pool floaty.
No, it
It looks
doesn't.
just like a real alligator.
Okay.
It's Mambo number 5, that sound that makes you vomit. By the way.
Oh, is it?
Oh, maybe you and the rest of us love it, don't we, Tom?
I love Mambo number.
Me too.
Tom. How about it, Tom? Is that right, Tom?
Okay, well now,
I'm a kiss ass.
Christy just did her cat hunk. Once again, there is a tiger loose in Knoxville, Tennessee. But I thought we would play one of our famous cat tributes before a little bit of.
A little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Erica on my side.
This Lou Bega.
Didn't he have an announcement? Isn't
love
he
that
coming
song.
out with Mambo 6? Didn't he announce
Oh, I think
that?
he did. And
Oh, I think he did. And
I think he's now.
I thought it was Mambo 9 or
I
something.
think we're
He's
way up
to.
there now.
I wonder if Rondo likes Mambo number 5.
Good question.
Close. Yeah.
Well, I think we had Rondo Mambo in yesterday. I think, or is that the day before? I forget.
No, I know. We did. We found out that Rajon Rondo, he had his car got hit. He was in his Lambo, and now his car is mostly Bondo.
Yeah,
But, thank you very much. Here's a little bit of Haywood for you.
Oh, Monsieur le
Kiki is a very fine cat with a small little head and a little party hat. And he sits very quietly upon the TV set. Monsieur Le Kiki Le Cat. Oh, he ate a robin, he ate a wren, and he ate a tufted titmouse and then a wren again. He is stuffed with feathers like he was then. Oh, Monsieur Le Kiki Le Cat. Long before there was cable TV, the reception of the aerial was bad on Channel 3. Unless the cat coincidentally sat upon the television. Oh, the years went by and his soul it did depart, but now he is a knick-knack through the taxidermist art. With a tinfoil flag on his tail eternally. The reception is exceptional upon Channel 3. 'Cause Monsieur Le Kiki is a very fine cat with a small little head and a little party hat. And he sits very quietly upon the TV set. Oh, Monsieur Le Kiki Le Cat.
That was Haywood Banks and a little tribute to Kiki Le Cat. Christy Lee, what else you got?
Well, we have a turkey vulture that was been rescued in Canada after it had been hanging upside down in a tree for hours.
We'll get to that in a second. I think I'm so excited about this headline. It's 2 words. Monkey shortage.
Oh, yes. We have that.
Weird. There's a monkey. It's very serious.
I guess there was a monkey glut.
There's a monkey shortage because of the COVID.
Yeah.
Wow. And we'll find out why when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Stay tuned. Who knows who will be next on the Bob and Tom Track Phone Hotline? This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
Hey, Ken Tarmac. Don't forget about the laughter after the Bob and Tom Show. That's when Ace Cosby steps in as your host for Bob and Tom's Work Farce. All the fun without really that much effort. All you have to do is show up and listen right here on Bob and Tom 24/7, and you'll keep that smile going all day and keep your coworkers or your family, if you're working from home, guessing what's making you so happy. It's us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7, rolling you through your day with laughs and fun and more fun on the way right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. Americans are set to commemorate the 19th anniversary of the 9/11 terror attacks with tributes altered by the coronavirus. President Donald Trump, Democratic challenger Joe Biden, both plan to visit the Flight 93 National Memorial in Pennsylvania, though not at the same time. In New York, a dispute over coronavirus precautions is leading to separate remembrances. Vice President Mike Pence plans to attend both events. Biden will also attend a ceremony at the World Trade Center Memorial Site in New York before heading to Pennsylvania. A Northern California wildfire that destroyed a foothill hamlet has become the state's deadliest blaze of the year. Authorities say the North Complex fire that exploded in wind-driven flames earlier in the week is advancing more slowly after the winds eased and smoke from the blaze shaded the area and lowered the temperature, allowing firefighters to make progress. At this hour, 10 people confirmed dead, 16 missing. And deadly wildfires in heavily populated Northwest Oregon are growing, with hundreds of thousands of people told to flee encroaching flames, while residents to the south tearfully assess their losses. The Oregon Office of Emergency Management reported by Thursday evening the number of people evacuated statewide because of fires has climbed to an estimated 500,000. That's over 10% of the 4.2 million residents of that state. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Do you put ketchup on your burgers?
Sometimes.
Yeah. That's
Yes.
that's just sugar, you know.
It's not just sugar.
It's just sugar,
It has tomatoes in it, especially if you get the right tomatoes.
No, there's a lot of.
Here we go, Dad.
Ketchup's not good for you.
The next time that you go to a restaurant and get your fresh brewed iced tea, how about you pour some Heinz in there?
Yeah, there you go.
It's
How about
just
that?
sugar.
It's just sugar.
I prefer equal. Okay. For both the message it sends and
And the taste, but mostly the message.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
We met at the convenience store. She had been there for a while. She had a great big bottom. It was blocking the candy aisle. I asked her if she'd like to go and grab a bite to eat. We climbed into my pickup truck, and she took up most of the seat. She wore a Molly Hatchet t-shirt, had tattoos underneath. She had a huge beer belly and some of her front teeth. I leaned over and kissed her. She told me not to stop. I knew one thing for certain as I felt her climb on top. She had a crush on me. She had a crush on me. I can't breathe. I barely weighed 100 pounds. She weighed close to 3. And now my pelvis ain't where it used to be. She had a crush. She had a crush. A crush on me. Sorry about the finger, baby. I didn't know it was your armpit. Wait, don't stop. I know I'm in there somewhere. I swear to God I am. That night I took her home with me. She's
8:01 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee's got the weather.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by the Car X-Men. Partly cloudy today, tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. High today 78, low tonight 64, and mid-80s for the weekend. Currently 65 degrees.
And it's a football weekend, and one of those rare times when we had 6 major sports happening on the same day. Speaking of that, Josh, there's action out there.
That's right, and that action is at FanDuel Sportsbook, which, in case you've been wondering, is absolutely legal in Indiana. In fact, FanDuel is an official partner of the Indianapolis Colts. Not only can you bet on Colts games, but you can do it risk-free right now with up to $1,000 on FanDuel Sportsbook. Just place any bet you want. If you win, you keep the cash. If you lose, get your entire bet up to $1,000 back in bonus site credit. FanDuel Sportsbook lets you bet all the action. The app is safe and secure. They have special odds boosts for new and existing users, and they'll pay you your winnings in as little as 24 hours. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app now to claim your risk-free bet. Use promo code WFBQ. You must be 21 and older and present in Indiana. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbookfanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. That's FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code WFBQ.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Josh over there accepting his award. Thank you very much, Josh. Josh Arnold, of course, at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick desk. Chick McGee's there. There's Ace. I'm Tom. And then it's just the 5 of us today. We 5 with Christy Lee behind the glass.
Hi, everybody.
At the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. Thank you very much. Now, we had some interesting sports last evening, but more coming up this weekend, including the NFL.
Sunday Night Football on Thursday night. Chiefs win 34-20 over the Texans at Arrowhead. And then Sunday, glorious Sunday, the way the good Lord intended, is an NFL Sunday, finally. Let's keep our fingers crossed that the season continues, but full slate on Sunday.
They made a big deal about last night that they weren't pumping in crowd noise.
But they were.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah, I had an extensive report from a correspondent that was there, and she said it got real weird when they started playing the crowd noise they had over the loudspeakers. And she said we got used to it, but yeah, it was real loud.
But the commentators were saying no crowd.
Yeah.
How strange.
I saw the exact opposite report. Yeah, so I don't know what.
Al Michaels said he specifically stated that.
We have no crowd noise.
He's a network stooge.
Well,
he's a professional.
ABC may have not, or NBC, or wherever they were airing
It
it.
was on NBC.
NBC may have not, but
Gotcha.
the stadium might have been.
Makes sense. Yeah,
Right.
they weren't pumping. The television wasn't doing
Yeah.
it.
NBC wasn't adding anything like a strange bird sound that's only it's not in that part of Missouri.
Or the booing.
Right.
Or the booing.
Okay, well,
I
who
think they
knows?
will add crowd noises to the stadiums that don't have crowds.
And do we have a number? How many? Jacksonville's going to have fans, right?
I think there are only
Kansas City and Jacksonville this weekend are the only.
Yeah,
they're the only two with fans.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And then the big Twitter fest was all about Andy Reid wearing a shield instead of a mask.
Yeah, the shield was fogged up the whole game, man. He needed a defogger. What do you guys call that? Defroster? Defogger?
Defroster?
I've always
Defroster.
called it the defogger.
You're
Really?
wrong.
I think I prefer defogger, but I say defroster.
It's probably more accurate.
Yeah, I would
It's not
say.
necessarily frost.
You know what, Chick?
I stand corrected.
In
Chick.
fact,
From
you've
now
converted
on,
me. It's
I'm gonna go take my car in and have them change that on the screen.
And can we call them potholes now instead of chuck holes?
I've always said
I've
potholes.
always said potholes.
I hadn't heard chuck holes until I moved to
Really appreciate it. Really would.
a different region.
Why does that bother you? You
Well,
don't like
it's
chuck
Chuck.
holes?
I know.
Because your name is Chuck?
Chuck every now and then.
You are yeah.
Now,
Did you hear that? Did you hear her?
she does your mom, so that's a perfect impression. Have you seen that commercial with Al Michaels where he goes, "Do you believe in miracle ear?" And then he pitches the hearing aid. See, that's based on the famous hockey. Never
Gotcha.
mind.
Yeah. Hilarious.
Okay, sorry, Christy Lee. Back to you at the news desk. What's happening?
Experts are saying America is facing a monkey shortage amid a coronavirus-induced surge in demand.
What?
Before vaccine trials are conducted on human volunteers.
Oh,
Guess
I
where
see.
they go?
Whoa.
They're tested on monkeys. With more than 100 coronavirus vaccines in development around the world, there are not enough monkeys to meet demand. Why don't they just go?
Wow.
He wanted to make sure we heard it.
Wouldn't it be great if the monkey lobby would get together and they had a monkey spokesman? Yes, on behalf of my fellow monkeys, we finally decided to speak
This
out.
is super controversial.
According to the National Primate Research Center, rhesus macaques are most often used for preclinical trials
You ever use your macaque for a trial there, Joshy?
because they share about 93% of their genes with humans, and their immune systems respond very similarly
Macaque's
to our
been tested many times.
You can't shoot a virus into macaque. Come on now.
What
Couldn't
this-
they go to Thailand and take some of theirs?
See, that's the thing. Remember we had the story about the macaque monkeys invading that town?
Yeah. Right.
And I was saying, get some hunters and shoot them. And
Couldn't they round them up
they
and
were
use them
rounding
for
them up and
this?
castrating them, and they were going to have thousands of them overrunning this.
Right.
Can we import macaques?
There's no outdoor dining there. The monkeys will come get you.
Right. I mean, I can remember decades ago when I was a kid, we had barrels of them.
Oh, jeez.
Barrels of monkeys.
You know how you get them? You know how you get them?
How do you get them?
You get a bed.
Oh,
put it in the town square.
Roll
Let them
over.
jumping on the bed.
No more monkeys.
Jumping on the bed.
Worst toy ever. Should we start a list? Barrel of monkeys.
It was actually a game, wasn't it?
was a game.
Like there was
Number 1, barrel of monkeys. Number 2, Jacks.
Slinky.
Jack.
He's going to put Etch-a-Sketch on there.
Etch-a-Sketch.
Slinky was okay.
I still like a slinky.
Slinky.
Etch-a-Sketch was all
Seconds
right.
of fun.
I like a slinky.
Come on.
Yeah, but seconds of like a lot of fun.
No. It's like those people that have that thing in their desk that has those balls and you pull one out.
Those are great.
A Newton's cradle, yes.
Yeah, that's exciting for
I love a
10
Newton's
seconds, and then what do you do?
Oh, you can watch it go infinitely. That's the whole idea.
That's so great. That makes life worth living. Yeah, you
I'm getting one and I'm putting it right here.
Put those at suicide prevention centers. Well, I was going to kill myself, and I saw that.
Clack, clack,
to stick
clack,
around.
clack.
What about you like the one where it's all needles and you put your hand in it and it stays printed with your hand?
Oh, yeah, those
Again,
are fun.
seconds of fun.
Oh, yeah, but great fun.
Did you have clackers when you were a kid? Do you remember the clackers?
Those would, if you got your finger in between those.
I had clackers.
I did too.
It was like slamming your hand between two cinder blocks.
Do you know what we're talking about, Tom?
I had clackers here.
Extraordinarily awkward.
I brought them in on
your
the
Asian friends.
show one morning. I was clacking them in the hallway.
Look at all these clackers.
Oh, no, Don was clacking them in the hallway. And threw them into the garden.
Yeah,
they're trying to ignore it.
You guys are doing your own thing over there. You're trying to make
the
this...
slinky, again, you take it out of the box, goes down the stairs once, you're done.
If it made it all the way down the stairs, it
was amazing.
And then later on, you're tying it to a tree, then going across the street, hoping to pick off a bicyclist.
Well, if you're a young psychotic.
You know, what movie was that? Was that The Great Escape? Or was that the one where they did that?
I have no idea.
That was barbed wire, wasn't it?
Oh, that was, sorry.
A little different.
Wait a minute. Are you guys saying Slinky was in The Great Escape? Is that what you're saying?
I'm sorry.
They had to distract the guards, so they gave him a
It's
slinky.
a boring
And they hear
toy.
chic. What is that? Foster's.
We cannot underplay how good that impression of a slinky was.
Chic. Right? Come on. It's going down the stairs.
It's not as good as your a golf ball going in the hole.
True.
Yeah, that's
nice.
There you go. And that was a C plus. Usually you knock that.
I do a pretty mean spray bottle.
Go ahead. No.
Oh, I like the.
No.
I like the at the end.
Ace, you want to take that? What do you think?
I give it a B.
Thank you, Ace. I think
must be grading on a curve.
Oh my goodness.
Now, so the big problem in this news story, the actual thing it's discussing, is the fact that there's a shortage of these monkeys for testing of COVID virus.
Right.
So this is going to be gigantic. I'm sure PETA will lose their minds.
You know what? They can. We tested on the monkeys.
You know who's got them all? I just remembered.
Who?
Those people at L'Oreal. Hey, hand them over, baby.
We want the rabbits too.
Oh my goodness.
That monkey's looks great with that mascara on. But we need him to save lives.
Holy hell!
Wow.
Do they still test on bunnies and stuff?
I don't think so.
Yeah, they shoot them into their eyes and stuff.
Well,
they shoot them out of cannons and see if the makeup comes off.
I don't think we know what we're talking about, so we should probably
into an
stop
ocean
talking.
bay full of sharks.
Before.
Yeah, that's true.
If you're not hurting the monkeys, you're just testing on them. Isn't it fine?
I don't care what happens.
What do you mean? Is it
we
fine?
got plenty of them.
God.
Come on.
You know what? Somebody should,
toughen up a little bit. Okay, we're trying to save human lives here. Is that okay with you?
Yes.
A couple of monkeys, we lose them at what do they call it? Not core. What's the word I'm looking for? Damage, collateral damage. Okay, sorry. But although the cool thing about the monkeys, have you seen these tests? The monkeys, they keep their masks on.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Yeah, exactly.
They get it.
They even cover their nose.
Can't get people to.
What I heard.
You know what the irony would be if we started testing it on bats?
Yeah. No.
See if the.
No kidding.
But I'm sure they're.
I know what we can
bodies
do.
are quite.
I got an idea. Does anybody have the number of? What was that place? What was Michael Jackson's estate called? Fantasy.
Neverland.
Let's call up Neverland. See if Bubbles is doing something. He's probably bored.
He's rocking in a corner somewhere.
Bubbles is a chimpanzee.
Bubbles, you want to test the needle there, Bubbles?
He's mumbling to himself in the fetal position.
He's mumbling. No more.
The things I've seen.
Guys.
Yeah, if Bubbles could talk. Yikes.
Hey, Louis Vuitton is releasing a $1,000 face shield.
Who?
The French fashion Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton.
The French fashion house will launch its Louis Vuitton shield at its stores October 30th.
For $1,000.
The protective visor features an elastic strap, gold studs, trim, all emblazoned with the brand's logo. The shield, which transitions from clear to dark depending on sunlight conditions, can also be flipped up and worn like a cap.
How much?
According to Hyperbeast, the deluxe piece will cost about $968.
Well, Josh, you went over.
$1,000 to look like an arc welder.
Yeah.
What happens if you sneeze with one of those on?
It just hangs there.
Yeah, it'll
sit
there in the glass, in the plexiglass.
I mean, what's the protocol? Do you bend over and flip it up?
Do you try to keep it on and wipe it?
I mean, Andy Reid last night had the shield on.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear from a virologist. I don't think that's a very effective.
I think it's the second thing you do, right? You wear the mask and then you can put the shield on for extra protection.
I think just wearing the shield, you're still getting these so-called aerosols.
Right.
So has anybody weighed in on that?
Not so far.
I don't know. So
let me Google it.
Is there a picture of this Louis Vuitton?
I'm looking.
Okay.
COVID is a hoax. COVID is a hoax. COVID. Oh, yeah, don't Google it.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, here it is. Yeah. Oh, it's very space agey looking.
Oh, the fashion one?
Yeah, but it doesn't look, like doesn't look like it's worth $1,000.
Does it look?
It looks actually a lot. It's kind of cool, actually.
I was just going to ask that. It looks
It's
okay.
very
Yeah,
lean. It's very astronaut-like. Very,
Yeah.
very
Isn't-
lean.
Yeah, but it has those gold. Isn't gold the highest it's been forever? I think? You know, like 2,000 an ounce or something.
Is it? I had a dream last night that I was converting some of my money into gold.
No kidding.
William Devane is my Freddy Krueger.
I had a dream I was converting lesbians.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
And how was the success rate?
That's a weird
100%.
Can you imagine Chris all in his dream? All right, ladies.
100%.
After you get a piece
All
of
right,
me.
Bertha. We'll start with a little shaving.
We're going to start with a little shaving, is what he said. 1946, an ounce of gold right now, today.
Okay, thank you very
What do you
much.
think of that?
Doing it.
Doing it?
All right. So what is, if you can afford a $1,000 face mask, maybe you can just afford to hire people to guard your house and just sit there and have food delivered. Let's move forward here, shall we? Coming up, we have a little bit of Donnie Baker in our life. Oh, yes. Also, we have the haunted toilet in the news. Did anybody see the bizarre Juicy Fruit story?
No.
Oh, it's very weird. It involves a great American and a little bit of Juicy Fruit.
I love Juicy Fruit.
Oh, me too. In what movie is Juicy Fruit prominently themed? Chick McGee.
I got no idea.
Oh, you know this one, Josh. You don't know this one, Kristen?
Juicy Fruit.
Juicy Fruit.
Oh, it's gotta be
prominently featured in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
60s. Oh, okay.
I don't remember for some reason, but
Remember at the end where he goes, Juicy Fruit.
That's how it's prominently featured?
I think it's one of the key lines. It's a transition moment in the movie. Why am I talking?
I don't remember that at all.
One line.
No,
And
it's
can you ever reference anything this century? Anything?
It's one of the great movies of the era. It's a pivotal scene. I'm sure the literati will recognize.
Are you going to watch
the
the Ratched show?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Is that going to be a show or a movie? Is it going to be a series?
Nurse Ratched has her own show.
Yeah.
I was not aware of that.
What's her face?
Sounds depressing. You know what you need right now? Well,
No,
I don't know
what?
what you need, but if you need parts for your car, your truck, I know where you can get them. Napa. And Napa has got something really cool going on. You can get the parts you need from your locally owned Napa Auto Parts store. And now you can order online and pick up curbside at your local Napa store in 30 minutes. Or you can order and have the order delivered direct to your door with free one-day shipping on over 160,000 parts. All you got to do in that case is spend $35 or more from our friends at Napa. Quality parts delivered quickly and safely. Like I said, order online, pick up those parts curbside at your local Napa store in just 30 minutes. That is Napa know-how. Quality parts delivered quickly and safely at participating stores. Standard ground shipping and exclusions apply. From our friends at Napa. When we come back, we'll find out about the snake and the man in the toilet seat. Yikes. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Hope you were able to catch the show yesterday. Al Jackson zoomed in from Denver, Colorado. He's now not only a comedian and a TV personality, he's now an author. That's right. Al Jackson has a new children's book out, Where is Baby Ford? Proceeds going to help a school near him that deals with autism in Denver, Colorado. So check it out at aljacksonlive.com if you'd like to order a copy of Where is Baby Ford? Al Jackson's new children's book. He was on with us yesterday talking about it, and he'll be back again next week, of course, with a quiz for Tom. Al Jackson on Thursdays right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. The Grammy Museum has a new subscription streaming service. It's called Collection Live. The service will be about $2.99 a month or $29.99 a year. It will feature new and old performances and interviews from acts like Barbra Streisand, Selena Gomez, Panic at the Disco, Cheap Trick, and on. It starts September 17th. On September 24th, there will be new content from BTS, Rufus Wainwright, and others. Yusuf has recorded a duet with Cat Stevens, and you're right, it's the same person. Yusuf, as Stevens is known now, has recorded his song Father and Son, where he's fused a new vocal of himself, singing the father part with a recording he made in 1970, singing the son part. He's also released a stop-frame animated video showing a father and son living in the same house trying to understand each other. The song will appear on Yusuf's upcoming album, Tea for the Tillerman 2, on which Cat Stevens reimagines the 11 songs from the original Tea for the Tillerman. That will come out a week from today. And speaking of new albums, Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band cranked out a new one in 5 days. Letter to You will come out October 23rd. It has 9 new songs and 3 newly recorded versions of songs that predate Springsteen's 1973 debut album, Greetings from Asbury Park, New Jersey. Those 3 tunes: Janie Needs a Shooter, If I Was the Priest, and Song for Orphans. Bruce says the band played completely live in the studio, no overdubs, and calls it, quote, one of the greatest recording experiences he's ever had. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it.
Declaration of my feelings for you. Elaboration on those feelings. Description of how long these feelings have existed. Belief that no one else could feel the same as I. Reminiscence on the pleasant times we shared and our relationship's perfection. Wow. Recounting of the steps that led to our love's dissolution, mostly involving my unfaithfulness and lies. Penitent admission of wrongdoing, discovery of the depth of my affection, regret over the lateness of my epiphany. Title of the song, naive expression of love, reluctance to accept that you are gone. Request to turn back time and rectify my wrongs. Repetition of the title of the song. Enumeration of my various transgressive actions of insufficient motivation. Realization that these actions led to your departure and my resultant lack of sleep and appetite. Renunciation of my past insensitive behavior. Promise of my reformation. Reassurance that you still are foremost in my thoughts now. Need for instructions how to gain your trust again. Request for reconciliation. Listing of the numerous tasks.
I like that jingle. 821 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Jingle jangle. Let's see. What are we doing? I lost my place.
How about the weather?
All right, our CarX weather for the weekend.
Here we go.
Our clouds will give way to partly cloudy skies. High 78.
Then a partly cloudy on Saturday. Slight chance of an afternoon thunderstorm, 85. Partly cloudy Sunday, 82. Currently fog now in 65 in some areas.
You sounded kind of like Dr. John backstage at Deer Creek. Remember that discussion, Chick?
You guys met him?
I did.
Chick did.
What did he say to you, Chick?
Dr. John, how are you this evening? Everything's everything.
I love him.
Yep.
Everything's everything.
Everything's everything.
Like the wolf man.
Jealous.
All right.
Love him.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I'm sorry. Here at the Bob and Tom Studios, you'll find 4 people in the big room. It's Ace, Chick, Josh, and yours truly. This is Tom speaking. And she'll be speaking soon. It's Christy Lee in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom.
Maybe.
And, of course,
If we're lucky.
So like some kind of distaff strike.
I like that playful little sass. Yeah.
So Josh, he likes a little sass back.
I do, yeah.
And the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair, it is Josh. Professional sidekick.
That's right.
We're hoping someday to be the main man.
Oh, geez. I don't know that I could handle
to
it.
the sidekick.
But thank you.
Oh, someday it'll happen. You'll be.
Oh, yeah. We'll be dead and gone.
You'll be handed the mantle.
Oh, my.
No
You'll
longer
have
a
to
sidekick.
Figure out how to do this without us.
Yeah.
You'll have to get your
Good
own
luck.
sidekick.
It's not going to happen.
You and Willie.
I think I know who your sidekick will probably be.
Who
I'm
will
just
it be?
guessing it'll sound something like this, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, is Greg Warren coming in today?
Come on. What a jerk.
What do you think?
I was talking to Greg Warren the other day. He told me he texted you because he went 7 for 7 on the New York Times
crossword puzzle
Yeah,
for
he-
a week.
so
That's
he
excellent.
Bragged, he boasted to you and to me.
That is good work. That is good work, my friend.
Yes. How'd you respond to him?
I told him, good work. That's fantastic. I could never do that.
I couldn't go 7 for 7.
Okay. Now, where were we? We've done our NFL hunk.
Yep.
Once again, Chick's got some good picks for this weekend.
Not last night.
Oh, Chick's been windbagged, by the way.
I had the,
now what?
Texans plus the 10.
This is one of my this is my favorite type of windbag.
Uh-oh.
I was mentioning earlier about how I was asking you guys, did you know that chipmunks make noise?
Yeah.
They chirp. I had no idea.
Yes.
Well, James writes in, how long has Chick been alive that he just now realized chipmunks make noise? I love when the windbag gets the person wrong.
Oh!
And blames somebody else for my mistake.
My Australian Shepherd loves chipmunks.
Did she know they chirp?
She
By loves you mean she attacks them and kills them. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The only noise they make for her are. Yeah.
Chick, did you know they chirp?
I did not know they chirp.
Okay, yeah.
I'm noticing something else no one ever hit on here.
What's that?
We were talking about toys because, first of all, we do have the Toy Hall of Fame. They've got their selections out there.
Yeah, I believe next week they announced the 3 finalists
And a
that
number
win.
of the toys are games, which to me doesn't seem fair. But, and then we got to talk about the Slinky, which I claim is the worst toy ever made. It's,
Love it. Oh, boy.
And then Chick was going, but she loved it.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay, I have a question, Chick.
Yes.
Am I correct in saying you grew up in a ranch house?
I grew up in we
double.
I thought it was a ranch.
It was a double, wasn't it?
Yes, ask Christy. She knows all about it.
Oh, jeez.
Well, go ahead. It was a double.
The only reason I know
Might be some
that.
humor if you give a kid a Slinky that lives in a ranch. You see,
Right, yeah. It's
Because
Well,
I'll
still, you
talk to
just
you as
sit there and
because,
go,
because there are
"Woo!"
no stairs.
I agree on the plastic Slinkies. Are useless.
Oh,
yeah.
But the metal ones are great.
No good. Yeah, the
Why
metal
did they
great.
stop? They started making them out of plastic. What the hell? I mean, to save money, obviously, but I mean, why the?
Just put a premium on the metal. That's all.
I mean, it's still one of those things. Someday there'll be some guy with some kind of Slinky world record, and someone's wasted his own life.
It's got to be out there.
Doing some dumb thing with a Slinky.
How many stairs? Yes, it has to. The world record for the Slinky stairs has to be.
Has someone gone to the famous Batman Joker stairs in New York? And that's irritating. Has someone gone to the
There you
Batman
go.
stairs?
Most stairs descended by a Slinky.
Here it is.
God dang it. Oh, here we go.
Oh, jeez.
Close.
Yeah. 30 achieved by Marty Jopson and Hugh Hunt, both of the UK.
So 2 guys? Private
Yep.
Hugh Hunt.
February 18th, 2014.
Probably got a lot of grief as a kid.
30 doesn't sound like very many, does it?
It does not.
Very many
it
at
does
all.
not.
No.
Lucky Hugh's first name wasn't Mick. Mick, pause, Hunt could really be problematic.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Hugh Hunt. Yes.
One of them was glad they were working with Slinkies, I bet, instead of, no, I don't want to do that again.
Okay, well,
never mind.
Let's
30 stairs.
Slinky traveled. Here we go. Courtney Miranda and Chris Jensen's Slinky traveled on a treadmill for 8 minutes, 43.5 seconds.
Yes. Oh, Jesus. Really?
Yep.
How?
Must have been
I'm
angled.
just-
It must have been tilted up.
Oh, okay.
Longest time for a Slinky to travel on a treadmill.
Most work to get any enjoyment out of the worst toy ever made. You don't appreciate the fact that you had a Slinky in a 1-story house?
Of course. But we had stairs in 2 of the houses that I remember.
But it would be much funnier if you said
the rest
yes,
of
it
it's
was
a little
ranch.
blackout.
Thank God.
Oh, my gosh.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Donnie.
Hey, I'll take your Slinky and raise you one.
All right.
I'm an only child. You ever try playing Battleship up against a mirror?
Not fun, huh?
Undefeated. Hey, I got a public service announcement real quick.
Public service?
Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
First of all, I got nothing but love and respect for our men and women working on the roads and highway departments this great country.
Here, here.
Uh-oh.
I couldn't do what they do. And thank you all for making our roads safe for me, my boat, my Uncle Sonny's 72 El Camino.
That's the best year.
All precious metals. You guys are working 3 foot away from semis, running like Smokey and the Bandit. I don't know how much you get paid, but I say quadruple it.
I agree.
You know, hell, even double it. That being said,
yes.
are you guys not out of orange barrels or cones yet? Swear to God. I tried going down the store yesterday morning. Trip usually takes me about 10 minutes, but with all the road construction, I just got back 4 minutes ago.
Wow.
Yikes.
I swear to God, man, I could have circumnavigated the entire state of Florida and all that. There's so much construction in my town. I've started carrying road flares, a pillow, and a copy of Jugs magazine in the car with me.
Oh, Jugs. Nice.
That way I get catched up on some rubbing and reading while sitting in construction traffic 24/7.
I know what you mean.
I'm beginning to think all this road work across the country is part of a bigger conspiracy.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, no. What kind?
I don't know if you still watch Geraldo, Tom, but he says the same. You know the government's somehow making money off all these barrels and cones.
Well, they did.
Probably something about the uranium in them. That reminds me. I wish I could get in on the front end of some money-making venture sometime, like them dudes on Shark Tanks.
Oh, yeah, sure. What do you got in mind?
Well, my cousin Lonnie tells me all the time, you know, that my inventions are way better than half them losers on that show.
You got something in mind? I mean, you got an idea?
Well, he's on house arrest, and he binge watches it. Actually, he never leaves the couch. So he basically inspired me to do this. Today on the Bob and Tom Show, I'm Donnie Baker, and I'm pleased to announce my new invention. The My Car Pillow. My Car Pillow is made from NASA-tested space and beechwood H fibers, guaranteed to be hyperallergenic.
Hyperallergenic.
I swear to God, the My Car Pillow is perfect for super long trips or sneaking in maybe a quick nap when construction kicks your ass.
Sure.
And now, instead of getting home all angry and frustrated, you'll get your family well rested, eager to mow the yard, do chores, even tackle the kids' homework. Don't drive a car? Don't worry. Donnie Baker has you covered. Good. I'm also introducing the all-new My Truck Pillow, My RV Pillow, and the My Motorcycle Pillow.
Really?
Don't get caught in construction again without the Donnie Baker My Car Pillow combos. When you're sitting in gridlock and sick of staring at brake lights, our slogan is, don't get road rage, take a nap. Don't worry, guys. There's still plenty of time to still get in on the ground floor because, you know, our company's still in its infancy. And I'm currently seeking, just like they say on Shark Tank, to lay it out, including a mission statement. I need $100,000 for 2% stake in Donnie Baker Enterprises, LLC, ATV, remember FDIC, all of it. And, Tom, before you say yes, over the past 6 months, I've already sold over 400 of my car pillows.
Oh.
I'm currently selling my car pillows online and down at the Lev's truck stop off exit 27.
Wow.
And before you even ask, I got all the numbers for you.
Let's hear it.
Currently, I'm making the my car pillows for $9 a pillow.
Right. Okay.
But I'm able to sell them for only $5.
So you're losing money, Donnie.
What are you talking about, Tom? No, I make my money off of profits, dumbass.
Well,
we put quality first. Anybody can make a $5 pillow, but I ain't just trying to get under their heads. I'm also trying to reach their hearts. Pillows are like potato chips. If I tell you the same, nobody could just take one. So we're banking on them buying at least 2 every time.
Stunning.
That's how we'll double our profits, which Lonnie says puts us in the red, which also puts you in the red. And guess what? That happens to be my favorite color.
Okay, well, you're going to... Yeah, that's great. I'm a little short, Donnie, so I'm out. Hang up.
Yeah, me too.
Bastard.
Oh.
The My Truck pillow.
Yeah.
Handy. Well, thank you very much.
I'd like to see how that motorcycle pillow works.
I would too. I'm going to say it doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I can't hear.
Hey, the largest collection of Slinky toys.
Yes.
1,054.
Boy.
Belongs to a woman in New Mexico.
Yes, all gladly given to some stranger by a kid going, okay, I've seen this for 1 minute. I'm done with it.
We have contest news. You
Yes,
want to hear
what's
this?
that? Oh.
Russian grave diggers have taken part in a speed digging contest after organizers for Grave Mayhem 2020 made several scheduling and location changes for the competition. Grave diggers from Tomsk, Siberia decided to hold their own. 5 teams gathered in a local cemetery last weekend to dig holes measuring 6.5 feet long, 3 feet wide, 5 feet deep as judges looked on.
5 feet deep.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's Russia.
Yeah, you know.
You don't have to. I thought you had to go
6 feet.
I thought you had because the animals can dig them up or something.
Well, I don't think they're actually burying people. They're just digging the holes. Winner of the local competition.
They don't have to put someone in
you
them.
don't have to actually dug a grave. What do you think?
What's that guy's name? Alexei Navalny. They tried getting rid of him, and he's alive in a German hospital.
You know,
so
that's wow. Why don't we do something fun here?
Just saying. You talking about the Ruskies? Let's face it.
How long do you think it takes?
Let's get real here.
To dig a hole measuring 6.5 feet, 3 feet, 5 feet deep.
Just one guy?
2 guys.
I'm going to say 12 minutes. These guys are good. They're professional sextons.
No way.
I'm going to say hour and 45 minutes.
It says 5 teams, so it doesn't say how many people are on the teams.
All right, I'll go 18 minutes.
Yeah.
52 minutes was the winner.
Wow. Well, these guys are slow.
The last digger clocked in at 68 minutes. Wonder if it's one guy. Is it one guy? Thanks.
Don't you use a backhoe?
No. Well, I think they probably do
Is that like
in
a
real
thing
life.
They wanted a hand-dug grave?
I'm going to insist on it.
I went to Whole Foods and I got the hand-dug grave.
I'm getting the hand.
These guys are from Moscow. I understand they're...
Here we go.
Here it comes.
Well, they're quick because they're always Russian.
That's unbelievably bad. Oh my God!
I'm looking at this now. It's one guy, so it's just one guy digging.
My will specifically states that I will have a hand-dug grave and that my brothers have to dig it.
Oh, jeez.
No way. Wow.
That took a horrible turn.
That's right. We can all dig it. Dig it,
baby. God, I love this song. That's some soul.
Can you dig it, baby?
Don't you wish you could sing like that? Can you dig it, Christy?
Yes, I can dig it.
Mm-hmm. She can dig it.
Why do they?
Yeah.
You dig it?
Jam lyrics in there. No, I can't dig it.
You can't dig it.
No, I like
fine.
the instrumental better.
Welcome to the Bob and Tom Show,
Jammed
where
lyrics
Chick
in there.
McGee can't dig it.
I will not. No, I will
this is
not.
shocking
dig
news.
It. I will not dig it.
Not only can't he won't.
That's right.
Well,
what do you think of that?
I am going to dig it.
Well, you go ahead and dig it.
Sometimes I need to review some of this stuff.
Yeah, maybe you should. I couldn't believe we did a gravedigger story to start with. You dummy.
Well, I think it demonstrates this COVID thing isn't bad for all businesses.
Oh, jeez.
But if you're in Brazil or you're in Peru, they got
nobody's talking to funeral directors.
My Lord.
Actually, this thing's been pretty good for us.
We've made how much money? Hand over fist.
And that's incredibly sad, really.
Well, this is just this is a grisly contest, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grizzly Adams?
Leave it to the Ruskies. Okay, Christy, give me the teaser.
Well, we have drones in the news again.
No, Christy. The drones.
No, we already did sports.
Oh, my.
Oh, ladies
You know what? I'm not going to sit here while you disparage my friend.
Yes, you are. You're not going to get up.
I'm sorry, Chick.
Mark.
Wow. I tried to defend you and I got hurt.
I know.
Mark's the one getting the donuts.
Save yourself.
I have a grammar story for you, Josh.
Oh,
No,
okay.
you ain't. No, you ain't either.
A grammar story?
Kind of, yes.
Okay, good. We'll get to that in just a second. Now, speaking of, we were talking about pricing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you think your personal information is worth to cyber criminals?
Mine? $25.
Well, you're actually close. Online banking logins, well, a thief can usually get those for about $35.
Oh.
Identity theft usually costs the average person more than $1,200 to get it fixed.
Oh, man.
So you keep hearing about all these, they call them breaches. You'll hear some major company that you've probably sent your credit card to, and they'll go, oh, sorry, by the way,
oops,
20 million of our bits of information were released last week. Happens all the time. That's where LifeLock comes in. LifeLock's job is to watch out for your stuff and your numbers that have been pumped into your phone and your computer over the years. I just got a really nice love letter from another LifeLock fan that had an experience, and LifeLock was very helpful. But they have people on staff, by the way. If your identity is stolen, all they do is help you sort that out. So I would check out LifeLock.com, and by the way, use the promo code TOM25. I'll tell you why in just a second. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor transactions in all businesses, but you can find out your information on the dark web. Is it for sale right now? They've got a special service now at LifeLock for free if you go to lifelock.com/scan. What am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about scanning to see if your maybe your social security number is out there for sale on the dark web. So find out by going to lifelock.com/scan. Pick the plan that's right for you, by the way. And save up to 25% off your first year with the promo code TOM25. Once again, a free scan at lifelock.com/scan and 25% off with the promo code TOM25. LifeLock, it will help you sleep better knowing someone's watching out for your stuff. You don't want someone to get your tax refund or to borrow a bunch of money using your name. Thank you, LifeLock. We're coming right back, and as I said, we have a snake story and a juicy fruit story that will blow your mind. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Bob and Tom have a YouTube channel, and it's lots of fun to watch. You can head on over there today and subscribe for free. It won't cost you anything. Click that red button, and you'll join over 100,000 other Bob and Tom fans from around the world who are subscribed to the Bob and Tom Show YouTube channel. Kick back, relax, and watch Bob and Tom Tonight, Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. What's that, Mark? Well, 20 minutes of video highlights from today's Bob and Tom Show. It's a best of, if you will, video of today's show tonight right there on Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. Check it out today. Plus, there's lots of fun archives and Bob and Tom shows right there at the YouTube channel waiting for you. Check it out today, Bob and Tom's YouTube channel.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Rookie running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 138 yards on the ground and the touchdown as the Kansas City Chiefs open their Super Bowl title defense. 34-20 win last night over Houston in Kansas City. NBA action, Anthony Davis, 29 points, 12 rebounds, dominating the paint. Lakers 110-100 win over the Rockets. Lakers now hold a 3-1 lead in that series. And in the NHL, Alexander Radulov scored 31 seconds into overtime to give the Dallas Stars a 3-2 win over the Vegas Golden Knights, and Dallas takes a 2-1 lead in that series. Major League Baseball interleague winners, St. Louis and Detroit. American League winners, Oakland, the Angels, Kansas City, and Boston all win. Baltimore and the Yankees postponed. National League, Atlanta, Miami, San Diego, Cubs, and Arizona all win. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
My point is there's no mystery no more, you know?
Yeah.
Back in the old days, you found out if it was a boy or a girl by the look on the dad's face when he walked out in the waiting room in the hospital.
What?
Well, Tom, if he had a big smile and was high-fiving, you know, and handing out cigars, you knew he had a boy.
Yeah.
If he came out, you know, walking, you know, with his head held down, weeping in despair, then you knew they were going to have to try again.
Is that all
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
She never was abused when she was younger. Her father never up and ran away. And even though her family gave her all the love she needs, somehow she's a bitch anyway. And when I try to tell her funny stories, she says, I guess you had to be there. Even though the humor's plain to see. And when the evening news shows homeless people, she says it's their own damn fault. And then she turns and watches MTV. She never is the first to say she's sorry. And she takes offense to every word I say. And even though she lives in the richest country in the world, somehow she's a bitch anyway. She turned out a bitch anyway. She's always a bitch anyway.
Yeah. Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Tim Kavanaugh. Oh, I love this song.
This is a little bit of a drinking song.
I love
Here
this
we go.
song.
There was a dog who had a farmer who would drink all weekend. B-I-N-G-E, B-I-N-G-E, B-I-N-G-E. He'd drink all weekend long. One weekend he drank so darn much he threw up in a transmission shop. A-A-M-C-O, A-A-M-C-O, A-A-M-C-O. He'd drink all weekend long. The farmer got stopped by a cop who made him do the alphabet. E-I-E-I-O, E-I-E-I-O, E-I-E-I-O. He got a DUI. There's no more verses to that because once he went to jail, it didn't get as funny.
Once he went to jail,
I mean, there might be, you know,
funny?
why don't you finish the funny one?
Why?
846 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee has an update in the forecast.
Look for a partly cloudy weekend. CarX Man says a high of 78 today, 85 tomorrow, 82 Sunday. We're still at 65 degrees.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. Lord help our Colts. Every Wednesday now on Q95, we heard Duke Tomato's rendition already this week, brought to you by Hard Truth Distilling. We'll be looking forward to that all season long here on the Bob and Tom Show, so thanks very much. And we'll look forward to next Wednesday. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. And let's see, I'll look around the room. There's Ace, of course, Chick McGee, Josh right there. This is Tom, and that's it for this room. And then we only have to go to the other just one studio to see Christy Lee right next door, behind the glass.
Howdy!
In the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. Now, we've had some weird stories today. There's currently, as we speak, a tiger on the loose in greater Knoxville, Tennessee. We had a couple of other cat stories of loose exotic kitties and the birth of some terrifying little creature.
Sand cat.
Yeah. And then we have other odd animal stories. For example, what have you got next?
Well, I have this turkey vulture story. A turkey vulture has been rescued in Canada after it had been hanging upside down in a tree for hours.
It's a weird name. Is it two different things?
No, turkey vultures are everywhere.
Yeah.
Doesn't that creep you out?
I see them all the time.
Yeah, you probably see them and not.
Yeah, you probably don't know because they were right out here in the field the other day when I left for work.
Turkey vultures.
Yeah, the bird had been seen with a rope wrapped around its leg, which then got caught up in a tree's branches. After hours of hanging upside down, staff with the BC Wild Animal Rehabilitation Center responded together with local fire crews. Realizing the bird was in a difficult position, they called in Tip Top Tree Service, who safely brought the turkey vulture down. After a few days of care, the bird was happily released back into the wild.
Okay, good.
Tip Top Tree, our service is tip top.
I like the name turkey vulture. It's like, can you imagine if there was something called a shark bear?
I tried to tell you that earlier. We never got to skunk bear.
There's something called a skunk bear?
Yes.
We were talking about that and
talking about the elephant shrew. We never got to that.
No, we got to the elephant
I'm
shrew.
surprised you haven't seen a turkey vulture. I bet you really have.
Yeah, I bet you have.
Well, I'm glad they were able to rescue
Big black birds with a red neck, a red face.
Hideous creatures.
They're very
They're
scary.
God's mistake.
I don't know about that. 2 men have been arrested after allegedly attempting to fly a drone into a Mississippi prison. Not this story again. According to the Corrections Department, the drone, which was found to be carrying 2 ounces of marijuana buds, a cell phone, phone chargers, headphones, and several cigarette lighters, became caught in a net above the prison fence.
They net him off now?
Apparently, John Travis Ross and Joshua Ray Corbin were identified as the drone's suspected pilots after Rankin County Sheriff's investigators traced the drone's flights. Investigators then turned up security video of the men launching the drone. John Hunt, the department's director of investigations.
That's our second Hunt of
I
the
know.
day.
We had a Hugh Hunt and a John Hunt all in one day.
No Mick.
Nixon hunts.
No.
No Chuck.
Said the drone is the third intercepted at a state prison in recent years.
What was that one guy's name? Corbin? Joshua?
Yeah.
Joshua Ray Corbin.
He sounds like he's wanted for something. Right? Joshua Ray Corbin.
Well, now he's going.
So this is like the new thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're not going old school.
Oh, put it in
the butt.
I was going to say a pie or a lasagna, but
Look at Christy. She's rubbing her forehead. Are you happy?
Well, the guys that do that
Oh,
are glad.
my.
It's what you say.
They're glad those phone chargers are a little smaller than they
for
were
some-
back in the day.
For some reason, you're choosing to say it that way. I don't.
Isn't it called the prison pocket or something?
Purse. Yeah, prison purse.
Yeah, well, for the men, okay.
Remember, you were sent a butt phone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember that?
Tiny cell phone that fits
that's
right up there.
That's right, yeah.
Made for that.
I like that. By the way, I didn't know they netted off prisons.
They have to know.
The prison net sounds like something in a cartoon where the guy has this huge net and runs after a guy in a striped suit.
It's like a butterfly net.
Yeah, and grabs him.
Bloink.
No, that's kind of cool, though. What's the
No,
range?
it's not cool. You're not supposed to use drones for that.
Why not? These guys are locked up. Give them a break.
Where would it be, Tom?
Give them some reefer and a phone. What the hell?
How did they used to do it? Where were they carrying
used to do it?
Oh, back in the day, if you want to smuggle something in, you put it in the butt.
Oh, my God.
Oh, come on. If you really want it bad enough.
Yeah.
Hey, where'd you get the joint, Louie? Oh, well, you know.
Stuck it in
My brother-in-law brought it in. How did he get it by? Well, he brought it in the butt.
In the butt?
Nobody can do it as well as you can.
No way.
No,
I can't.
Absolutely not.
Not at all.
So what if you think about that? So somebody carries it in.
They wrap it. They put it in condoms. That's what Ace told me.
But when you visit someone in prison, you don't get to sit there with them.
See, normally I put everything on Josh. Used to be you.
I know.
But I thought I'd just let Ace's day sparkle a little.
Isn't that nice of him?
You know, I wish you were kidding, but you really think
Well, I'm going to make him feel better because they would have Ace. They would get it from Ace because, of course, it would be a Magnum.
All right.
Feel better now, Ace?
Condom. Yes, gotcha.
The more I pick on
other side.
Yeah, that means his butt can fit more than most of ours.
Yeah.
You realize
No. I got the information from Ace.
Oh, okay.
I didn't ask Ace to put any contraband in his posterior.
Speaking of drugs.
Saying they wanted to Ace, hey, can I borrow a Magnum condom because I've got to smuggle some stuff in my butt.
Well, at least you redeemed it.
See?
Yeah,
now, Ace, don't you feel better? No, better. So you get home tonight, your girlfriend comes in and goes, one of my friends told me that there was something about your butt in the air.
Did you hear his impression of what he thinks your girlfriend said?
I heard about your butt in the air.
Yeah, I know this has been a short week, but why does it seem so long?
I love you, honey.
That's what she said.
Ace, I love you.
A drug courier crashed a van packed with methamphetamine into 2 marked police cars.
Whoops.
Police called it one of the easiest drug busts they've ever made.
Yeah.
The driver, Mr. Simon 2, was sentenced to 6 years in prison on charge of supplying a commercial quality of a prohibited drug.
What did he do?
Simon 2.
He crashed his van into 2 marked police cars.
Yikes. What was in the van? I'm sorry.
Methamphetamine.
Meth.
Wow, he really methed up.
Jeez. Man, if I'd done that, I'd never hear the end of it.
He really, and talk about, wait a minute, he ran into the 2 cars.
Yes, he ran into 2 unmarked cars.
Talk about Breaking Bad. His brakes.
That's bad breaking.
His brakes didn't work. You should have smuggled it in the butt.
All right.
Yeah, put that meth in the butt. Put that up there. That's where you need it.
Well,
what was the guy's name?
Simon 2, T-U.
Mm-hmm. Oh, T. Okay, I was going to say.
Mm-hmm. It's an article.
His partner, Simon 1.
Simon 2. Yes, I'm covered in feces. That's right, Simon 2.
You ever watch the show Simon and Simon?
I love Simon and Simon. Are you a Rick or an AJ guy?
I never watched.
Rick or AJ?
I think I was 6.
Christy, Rick or AJ?
I don't remember. I didn't watch it, I don't think.
I just remember the one
2
scene.
handsome guys,
I remember
though,
the one
right?
scene in that show. Every week it was the same thing.
What was that?
Simon says, call my lawyer.
They just kept using that one.
Well, you know, one of the Simons was your favorite actor, Gerald McCraney.
I love him.
He is a great actor.
He is a great actor.
Did you like playing Simon? Did you have a Simon?
I did not have a Simon. I had a Merlin.
Oh, the lesser Simon.
The Red Merlin. You ever see the Red Merlin? It would play sequence games like that. Yeah.
Coming up in the news.
Jameson Parker was the other Simon. I don't know. What happened to him?
Holy moly. He went mad from syphilis.
I don't think any of those things are true. Now, this is one of the pivotal scenes in one of the great movies of the 70s. I'm going to just play a little excerpt.
Lord.
Ready?
Juicy fruit. Well, you sly son of a bitch, Chief.
That's you, sly son of a bitch.
Wait a minute. What?
Okay.
I did not. I barely understood the last part.
He said juicy. It's the juicy.
It's the juicy fruit scene from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
When does he say juicy
when he
fruit?
realizes that the chief's been faking the entire movie. It's unbelievable.
Man.
It's a pivotal scene. It's the key to the whole. It's the key to the whole film.
I don't get it.
Well, of course you don't. It involves some nuanced dialogue and.
That's right.
When we come back, we'll find out why juicy fruit is in the news. And then I just spotted this story, Josh. I am so excited.
All right.
It's about a problem with booze at the Kennedy White House. Which means we're going to get Chick to do his incredible Jackie Kennedy impression.
Yeah.
One of my
Coming back with it, baby.
And you get to do your Charles Collins. Just give me a taste of it.
Love it. Love
Just
it.
a taste of it.
Now, Mrs. Kennedy, the liquor you have here in the cabinet looks to be Cuervo Gold.
It's gold for May.
Okay, we got the idea. I'll let them rehearse. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
More Bob and Tom next. Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Oh, yeah.
We call it BobandTomStore.com because we sell Bob and Tom merchandise. If you're looking for hats, T-shirts, sweatshirts, something for the Bob and Tom fan in your life, you'll find it right there at BobandTomStore.com. Always open, never closes. Buy now and buy often at BobandTomStore.com. Remember, the holidays are right around the corner, and these hats make a great stocking stuffer. My son loves the camouflage Bob and Tom Show hat. He wears it all the time for marching band. His friends know he's a Bob and Tom fan. Maybe you should get one as well. BobandTomStore.com.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. Americans are set to commemorate the 19th anniversary of the 9/11 terror attacks with tributes altered by the coronavirus. President Donald Trump, Democratic challenger Joe Biden, both plan to visit the Flight 93 National Memorial in Pennsylvania, though not at the same time. In New York, a dispute over coronavirus precautions is leading to separate remembrances. Vice President Mike Pence plans to attend both events. Biden will also attend a ceremony at the World Trade Center Memorial Site in New York before heading to Pennsylvania. A Northern California wildfire that destroyed a foothill hamlet has become the state's deadliest blaze of the year. Authorities say the North Complex fire that exploded in wind-driven flames earlier in the week is advancing more slowly after the winds eased and smoke from the blaze shaded the area and lowered the temperature, allowing firefighters to make progress. At this hour, 10 people confirmed dead, 16 missing. And deadly wildfires in heavily populated Northwest Oregon are growing, with hundreds of thousands of people told to flee encroaching flames, while residents to the south tearfully assess their losses. The Oregon Office of Emergency Management reported by Thursday evening the number of people evacuated statewide because of fires has climbed to an estimated 500,000. That's over 10% of the 4.2 million residents of that state. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Los Angeles County has canceled trick-or-treating this year. Health officials released guidelines for Halloween that prohibits door-to-door trick-or-treating, trunk-or-treating parties, haunted houses, as well as carnivals, festivals, and live entertainment.
Have you ever happened to be in Los Angeles during Halloween?
Close, but not actually on Halloween.
It's very weird. People hand you an avocado and ask you to read their screenplay. All right.
You know that happens.
I just wanted some candy corn.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm just a middle-aged Middle Eastern camel herding man. I got a 2-bedroom cave here in North Afghanistan. Things used to be real cool and they got out of hand when they moved in. They call themselves the Taliban. Ooh, yeah, the Taliban. Taliban, baby. Now I ain't seen my wife's face since they came here. They make her wear a scarf over her head that covers her from ear to ear. And she loves the desert and the hot white sand, but man, she just like me. Nah, she can't stand the Taliban. Ooh, Taliban, baby. You know someday soon we're both gonna saddle up and it'll be ride, camel ride. My old lady, she'll be here with me, smiling right by my side. We should do just fine down in Palestine or maybe Turkmenistan. We'll bid a fair adieu and flip the finger to the Taliban. Oh, yeah, the Taliban, baby. Now they attacked New York City 'cause they thought they could win. Said they would stand and fight until the very bloody end. Well, Mr. Bush got on the phone with Iraq and Iran and said, now, you knuckleheads, you better not be doing any business with the Taliban. Taliban, baby. All right. Here you go. So we prayed to Allah with all of our might, and then those big U.S. jets came flying in one night. And they dropped little bombs all over our holy land. And
9:03 on the nose at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Just can't help yourself, Ken. You got to jump the gun.
Sorry.
Let's see. Christy Lee has the forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Clouds give way to some sunshine this afternoon, high 78. Partly cloudy tomorrow, 85. Slight chance of an afternoon thunderstorm. And then partly cloudy, 82 on Sunday. We still have 65 degrees outside.
Okay, thank you very much, Christy Lee. More info about the Bob and Tom golf outing at Q95.com. Again, welcome back. Thank you very much. The big room. Ace, Chick, Josh, I'm Tom. There you go. That's it. Then we go to the ancillary studio with Christy Lee.
Hi, everybody.
Can we call Willie and hang up?
Yeah, no Willie G today, no Patty G today. Pat's having some ear surgery coming up on Monday. And we, one of our friends, who did this again? The Van Gogh Godwin painting.
Ronald McDuffin, yeah.
Van Godwin.
And where is it posted?
Everywhere.
All over the socials.
Everywhere now,
Bob
yeah.
and Tom Social Media Deluxe. Okay, very good. Now, where were we? Christy Lee, of course, is at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. And Christy, what have you got over there?
Well, researchers at the John F. Kennedy Presidential Library and Museum have found is it cache?
Yeah.
Of letters.
Cache of letters.
Cache
of letters, yeah.
That show the public's distaste for alcohol in Kennedy's White House. Archivists said the letters of protest began arriving after newspapers reported on Kennedy's first official event, a January 1961 reception honoring the new president's appointees.
Boy, times have changed.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
The Washington Post reported, quote, for the first time there was a bar in the state dining room with waiters to stir up martinis or pour vodka, scotch, bourbon, or champagne.
What?
First time? 61?
Wow.
Yeah.
So does that make the Fords the first one to put a bar in, one would think?
No. Ironic. No.
No. Kennedy did.
Kennedy had a bar
Kennedy
put
was the
in.
first one.
A portable bar for events and
the swinging 60s.
One citizen wrote to the newly inaugurated 35th president, quote, liquor dulls the brain and loosens the tongue. Can we risk our national and international security on such potential incompetence? One woman wrote, dear Mr. President, I think many feel humiliation and disgrace over our nation today when we learn of our White House turned into shameful, drunken, all-night carousal and dancing.
You filthy Catholic.
Yeah.
She may have had other issues.
I mean,
The Presidential Library said the letters had been buried deep in the vast White House public opinion mail collection.
right next to Kennedy's brain.
Oh.
Yeah. It's interesting. I mean,
your brain on drugs.
I mean, how the world has changed.
Oh, yeah.
And we have other over the years, we've had a lot of other reasons to complain about all presidents, but that never really crossed my mind. That
now, Mrs. Kennedy, I see here you have quite a selection of swizzle sticks. These look to be silver.
Well, actually, it's a gold vermeil.
I will slap you on the face.
My goodness.
My show, and you're correcting me like this?
Perhaps you'd like to have sex later.
Well, Jackie. You put the Jack in Jackie.
Let me see your O face. Oh, that's later.
NASA's.
What we're doing is just commenting on the famous the tour of the White House with Jackie Kennedy.
Yeah.
Incredible ratings.
Yeah, it was aired on a couple different networks, and it featured Charles Collinwood and Jackie Kennedy. We actually have some audio from this. This is real.
Tell me about the silverware and china, Mrs. Kennedy.
Well, it's not silver. It's all gold or vermeil. They used to use Monroe's knives and forks, but so many of them have been lost, so they've been copied.
First of all, lost.
Why are you doing a Woody Allen impression?
And is that a fake voice? What's going on there, do you think?
Charles Collingwood?
No, not Charles. Well, that's that's very announcery.
I think, Jackie's affected
I don't think there's anyone who speaks like this.
I don't think
ever.
And now Jackie Kennedy, using a ball peen hammer. Well, I'll take the nail and I just place it here. And this is a soft balsa wood. And then I take this hammer and I go, son of a bitch!
Wham! Son, mother! I mean, oh my goodness.
Let's hear more from Mrs. Kennedy.
And the china is the Eisenhower gold china. You see, so many of the beautiful old services the presidents had were destroyed and broken. So now the Truman and the Eisenhower china is all that there's enough left to use.
Yeah. My God, she's saying China, too.
You really are unlistenable, Mrs. Kennedy.
Did she grow up in Brooklyn or the Bronx? Or
my gosh.
She was with an Auchincloss or something, very wealthy family.
One of the nicest things in this room to my untutored eye is that beautiful young lady over the fireplace.
You're right. You see, so many of the beautiful old china. And there is the Monroe's vagina. And it's all embroidered in gold.
Well, so once again,
she was born in Southampton, New York.
Oh, really?
There you go. Oh, she's buried in Arlington. I didn't know that. Huh.
Well, once again, these letters are indicating that Americans felt that they shouldn't have had liquor in the White House.
That's what they're saying.
Wow. It's hard to believe how much we've changed.
You know, there's no back door at the White House.
What do you mean?
It's all different direction.
Yeah, wings.
Wings.
Yeah, you have the entrance to the
east
west
entrance,
wing.
the west entrance, the south entrance.
None of it's considered the rear or the back.
Right.
No, Marilyn Monroe was.
Marilyn Monroe, not
talk about
Monroe.
Oh,
sorry.
boy.
I'm sorry. Back to you, Chris.
Pretentious.
A World War II veteran will get his final wish, being buried in a juicy fruit-themed casket.
Is that right?
Mr. Sutty Economy told his friend Sam Oakey.
Never flew first class.
No.
His last name is Economy.
No good bargain when he saw it.
He told Sam Oakey, the president of Oakey's funeral service, he wanted to have his casket painted like a pack of juicy fruit gum.
Okay.
Oakey, who said that Mr. Economy always brings a bunch of packs of juicy fruit to share wherever he goes.
I love this.
Initially, he'd been denied a request to use the Wrigley's Juicy Fruit logo and trademark on the casket.
Thanks, Wrigley.
Yeah. After the 94-year-old veteran's request went viral, though, on social media, the vice president for Mars Wrigley contacted Oakey to give permission to use the Juicy Fruit
how good of you.
logo.
How bizarre.
Yeah.
He probably chewed it in the war.
The company's president even promised to send Economy's family some product. And on Friday, the funeral home received 250 packs of Juicy Fruit gum for the family.
There's nothing like a fresh piece of Juicy Fruit for that first minute of Juicy Fruit.
Exactly.
Really good.
That's exactly
By
right.
the way, Mr. Economy is still with us.
Oh,
He currently resides at the Virginia Veterans Care Clinic.
Okay, but he's got it all planned out.
Yep.
Well, good. He can enjoy some of that free.
I was
Juicy
reading
Fruit.
about this. I forgot that he also wants a 21 bazooka salute.
Hey, love gum. Love gum.
Just quite the gum
That's
fan.
very funny.
That is just bizarre, though. Ugh. But
What, thinking about having a decorated casket? Is that what gave you the
I guess.
heebie-jeebies there?
Well, it doesn't Ace? Can't you get a Kiss logoed casket? Isn't that a thing?
I think so.
Yeah. I want to be buried in a giant pouch that looks like Big League Chew.
I was going to say mail pouch, but Big League Chew. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm sure.
Maybe a Snicker bar wrapper. I'd pick that maybe. If you're going to pick one of those, something of that.
Did you keep reading?
Yeah,
What?
What is it?
What I missed?
Identical twin died, buried in doublemint.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you got to.
Double your pleasure, double your fun.
My mouth is open. I'm stunned.
Top 3 gums. Josh, got them?
Yeah. Number 1, Bubble Yum or a Hubba Bubba. No. Number 1, grape Big League Chew.
Really?
Yes, grape Big League Chew, number 1. Number 2, a big piece of Hubba Bubba or Bubble Yum strawberry. Number 3.
That's the soft bubble gum.
Yeah, they're the squares. And then and number 3, because you can really blow a bubble with those. Number 3, Juicy Fruit.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Number 1.
Beeman's.
No.
Beeman's?
Well,
it's kind of a NASA tie-in.
Is that like a clovey
Beeman's has a special. It's got a good taste.
I'm a blackjack.
Yeah, there's Freshen Up, the gum that squirts in your mouth. That's my favorite.
You would.
Oh, that had a nickname. Is that the one that had the nickname?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Part one was
It rhymed.
A rhyme, yeah.
Oh, okay.
No,
Sorry.
No, it was a rhyme. Second part was gum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how you go.
All right. Okay. Very, very good. So this is
Stick
sweet.
of Beamers. I may not have me.
So this guy's a great American, obviously World War II veteran, great guy, and he wants to be buried in a Juicy Fruit themed casket. All the more power to him. I'm glad they came around, but I can't believe you guys didn't remember the most famous scene in the movie One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, where the chief.
No, I don't remember.
Remember, because the chief hasn't done. He pretends he does. Well,
yes, I remember.
Until this moment, you don't realize.
I remember that happening.
That he can speak.
But I don't know anything about Juicy Fruit.
We just didn't remember. That's all. We just
haven't heard.
I haven't watched that movie in 20 years, probably.
I haven't watched it more than that. That's the first thing I thought of.
Well, you're a weirdo.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are a weirdo.
I pay attention to details that might be pivotal in a movie.
Okay.
You can
I know,
say,
in Josh, in your case, the
attention.
pivotal thing is when she removes her brassiere and the action starts. I know you. Your affection for the pornographic.
favorite part of
let's
that
hear. Let's hear it again, please. Jack Nicholson is the second voice you'll hear.
Juicy Fruit. Well, you sly son of a bitch, Chief.
Yes, great movie. Righty.
It is a great movie.
Now,
Didn't he lose the Academy Award the year before that came out? And he looked at somebody and said, "That's okay. I'll win next year for Cuckoo's Nest."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He did. Now, Christy Lee, give me the teaser, please.
Oh, what do we still have to come? Well, we have our Today in History segment. We also have dancing in the news and Generation Z and grammar coming up.
Oh, I love that story.
Oh, okay. I'm interested to hear it.
Yeah, there's also the dancing thing. Is this the music thing?
Yeah, you can't stop. You
This
have
is,
that still?
Yeah, psychologists say that when music plays, if you can hear it, you will move.
This a certain piece of music.
For the most part, any music will make you will
What?
move. Yeah, they've done all these scientific. It's very, very cool. And of course, I mean, some music just makes you absolutely move every time you hear it, no matter what it is.
Here.
You hear something
Not
hear something like this. Look at Josh over there.
Hello there, hello there, hello there.
Come on, everybody.
You know what? I stand
very much.
corrected. I shake my head no when that starts playing.
Okay, well, we'll find out all about that. Right now, I want to remind you that it's an odd world. We all know it. Things are a little askew right now, and if you've got a business, you may be needing some good people, some new people. Well, guess what? Now is the time, and check out our friends at LinkedIn Jobs. When your business is ready to make that next hire, LinkedIn Jobs can help by matching your role with qualified candidates so you can find the right person quickly. LinkedIn is an active community of professionals. I knew that, but I didn't know that they had 690 million members worldwide. LinkedIn Jobs is a special part of LinkedIn. It screens candidates with the hard and soft skills that you might be looking for. And LinkedIn Jobs puts your job post in front of qualified members every day. And it's seen by people who are looking for the kind of jobs that requires the skill set that you need. That's how LinkedIn Jobs can help you hire the right person faster. I mean, it's very difficult to find good people and find the right people.
Why are you looking at me?
Oh, I'm sorry. When your business is ready to make that next hire, find the right person with LinkedIn Jobs. You can pay what you want and get the first $50 knocked off. How about that? Visit LinkedIn.com/Tom. That's LinkedIn.com/Tom to get $50 off your first job post. Terms and conditions apply at LinkedIn.com/Tom. Thank you very much. Now, as we mentioned, coming up, we have music and why you have to move. It's a cool story. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a so you know where I'm going.
Hey, Mark Allison with you. Don't forget, we'll have a replay of today's show beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern. It's Bob and Tom's all-day replay hosted by Christopher. Beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern, we'll replay today's show back-to-back and then again back-to-back right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Don't go anywhere. More of the show on the way.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. The Grammy Museum has a new subscription streaming service. It's called Collection Live. The service will be about $2.99 a month or $29.99 a year. It will feature new and old performances and interviews from acts like Barbra Streisand, Selena Gomez, Panic at the Disco, Cheap Trick, and on. It starts September 17th. On September 24th, there will be new content from BTS, Rufus Wainwright, and others. Yusuf has recorded a duet with Cat Stevens, and you're right, it's the same person. Yusuf, as Stevens is known now, has recorded his song Father and Son, where he's fused a new vocal of himself, singing the father part with a recording he made in 1970, singing the son part. He's also released a stop-frame animated video showing a father and son living in the same house trying to understand each other. The song will appear on Yusuf's upcoming album, Tea for the Tillerman 2, on which Cat Stevens reimagines the 11 songs from the original Tea for the Tillerman. That will come out a week from today. And speaking of new albums, Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band cranked out a new one in 5 days. Letter to You will come out October 23rd. It has 9 new songs and 3 newly recorded versions of songs that predate Springsteen's 1973 debut album, Greetings from Asbury Park, New Jersey. Those 3 tunes, Janie Needs a Shooter, If I Was the Priest, and Song for Orphans. Bruce says the band played completely live in the studio, no overdubs, and calls it, quote, one of the greatest recording experiences he's ever had. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Do you put ketchup on your burgers?
Sometimes.
Yeah. That's just sugar, you know.
It's not just sugar.
It's just sugar,
It has tomatoes in it, especially if you get the right tomatoes.
No, there's a lot of...
Here we go, Dad.
Ketchup's not good for you.
The next time that you go to a restaurant and get your fresh brewed iced tea, how about you pour some Heinz in there?
Yeah, there you go.
It's
How
just
about that?
sugar.
It's just sugar.
I prefer equal. Okay. For both the message it sends and
and the taste, but mostly the message.
Yes.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Bob. And this is Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
I saw her driving in a Plymouth. A cellular phone was in her hand. I couldn't stop myself from shouting, "You'll be damned!
You'll be damned!
You'll be damned!" I'm surely burning hell. Heathen! 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 I can't get her out of that car.
I saw her through the bedroom window. Remote control and VCR. Hey, what's that other thing she's holding? Well, looky there.
Looky there. Looky there.
Like a mule eating a carrot. I can't get that out of my mind.
I took her back down to the village. I tried to teach her wrong from right. That's when I learned that she'd been courting a Mennonite. A Mennonite?
A Mennonite?
And that ain't right. Heathen. 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 He ain't even wearing a beard. His name was Chuck. He drove a truck.
He came to get her and the two of them kissed.
I wanted to fight with all my might. Then I remembered I'm a pacifist. Oh, now I'm left with just her memory. Sometimes I find it hard to sleep. And despite those nasty rumors, I just count my sheep.
Count your sheep?
Count your sheep. Yeah, they were trying to imply that I'd taken the sheep and...
Heathen. 22 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee's got the weather.
Q95 Fox 59 weekend weather brought to you by CarX. Partly cloudy this afternoon. Look for a high of 78. Partly cloudy tomorrow. Chance for an afternoon thunderstorm popping up. High 85. And then partly cloudy Sunday, 82. 65 right now.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. The Bob and Tom Golf Outing will be at Top Golf in Fishers. It's a benefit for the Riley Hospital for Children. Want to be part of it? It's coming up next Wednesday. Q95.com for details. So again, welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. Happy to be here. Christy Lee is over there.
Hey.
Behind the glass in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. You're trying to visualize, what does this room look like? Well, it's...
just go on YouTube.
3, 4, 5...
Oh, there you go.
7 walls or something. And as I suggest, we are on YouTube. You can see it for yourself. About to make some changes.
Are we?
I forgot to tell you.
Here we go. Here we go.
This is moving me to AM, aren't you?
Something we're not supposed to talk about. They told him, don't talk about it. And here he is.
I'm going to be doing traffic in Poughkeepsie.
Yep.
I deserve it.
You need to go over pronunciations of the street.
I forgot the one thing that really is going to be one change. I forgot to tell you about.
Oh.
What?
Josh's chair is going.
It is?
Yes, this is apparently a problem.
Oh, boy.
It's going to my house.
There you go. Oh, it's going all right.
I'm sure Mr. Kessler will sell it to you for...
There's a problem with Josh's chair?
It's too hard to explain.
Okay.
I'll get to it later. I'm sorry. Oh, Christy, how are you?
I'm great. How are you, Tom?
It's so nice to see you.
Researchers have found that it's nearly impossible not to move while listening to music. Alexander Jensenius at the University of Oslo has been studying micro movements in people. Researchers found, on average, people tend to sway their head 7 millimeters per second, even when they're trying to stand still.
Wow. Yeah. They figured this out.
If there's music on, people move.
Music, especially EDM music, electronic dance music, for those of you who don't know, appears to have the greatest impact on a person's micro movements.
I like this stuff.
It's because you're trying to get out of the house.
Pass.
You like this? Really?
I really do. I like this stuff. Yeah.
I would rather go deaf than have to listen to that.
No.
Dr. Jensenius explained that the pulse is the key to EDM music. Would you agree, Josh?
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't feel, when the bottom drops out of some of those songs, it's just amazing.
The average frequency of body movement, which you would typically clap or march to, is 120 beats per minute. But the faster tempo of EDM acts as a trigger.
Oh, it's a trigger, all right. I want to put one up to my head and pull it.
He added that the details in the music that increase the energy on the dance floor also make us sway when we're standing still, whether we want to or not.
I'm sorry, Christine. Do you know who this is, Josh?
Yeah. Dang it.
Now, see, to me, that
Bruce Hornsby?
No, it's the opposite of Bruce Hornsby. It's not melodic.
If you let that play, I forget who it is.
It's Skrillex.
Skrillex, thank you. If you let that play, though, and as soon as it gets to a point, it is so awesome. Just let it play. I know you're going to have to suffer through it a little bit.
You let it play, and I'll talk over it for a minute.
Let her. Yeah.
You got to
turn it down for a while.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Headphones make us move the most. The effect of losing a sense and being closed up inside causes
Is this the
much.
good part?
It's coming up. It's gonna drop out from the bottom.
So they get rid of this torture. Oh, that is just.
How do you turn that off?
What's playing in hell?
Chick, did you like that part?
No, pass. Is that what girl screaming? Is that part of it?
Yeah.
Really? That's weird.
Now, I would say this would make you move.
Kind of upsetting.
Of course. This is great too. You like this, chick?
How did this become a big hit?
You don't like
it? In that movie, it's just brilliant.
Come on. He's walking down the street in his white suit.
So well done.
Wasn't the late, great Tim Wilson a big champion of the Bee Gees?
One of his favorite songs ever is Fanny Be Tender by the Bee Gees.
Be tender with my love.
That song's awesome.
So back to your story, Christy. The point of this is that, and I was reading a little more about this. They did tests with thousands of people, and I mean, when they start playing music of different types, everybody moves.
All right.
So in a way, almost everybody can dance.
Well, yeah.
Was your dad a dancer, Josh?
Yeah, he would
do a few shots at a wedding and then get up there.
No, he wasn't much of a drinker, so he would. But he would dance sort of silly. But otherwise, no, he was kind of a wallflower.
Did he like the jazz lessons?
You know what? He was I think in Vietnam he did, and then slightly after he did not.
Didn't they invent the term shotgun in Vietnam?
Shotgun. That's a good song.
That's a great song, yeah.
It goes down the barrel.
Better than EDM.
My dad was a wedding DJ for years.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Did he have any shtick that he would do?
Probably, yeah. But he had just crates and crates of albums and a couple turntables.
What happened to them all?
My brother took some of them. In fact, I think he's got the original Peaches crates.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Goodness, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, in any event, so we've learned that apparently when people hear music, they...
So, Tom, come on, now, be honest.
What?
When you're by yourself, great song comes on, dance around?
Usually, Christy, I put on the soundtrack to West Side Story and then get naked, take a few scarves, and leap around.
That all sounds absolutely like something you
leap
do.
around my bedroom.
Are you a shark or a jet?
I'm a jet.
Jet all the way? Okay.
Yeah. Maybe I should try doing a shark. Do my best George Chakiris. Vamonos.
My God.
George, of course, of Greek heritage.
Yeah.
But Academy Award winner.
Yeah, indeed.
And they are remaking that. Steven Spielberg remaking that. Should be very. And they made some changes in the script. Should be great. I can't wait.
Well, since we brought up EDM, let's stay with our Gen X or Gen Zs rather. These are born mid to late 1990s. I have one of these, a Gen Z. Experts have found that Generation Z adults now feel intimidated by periods at the end of sentences.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I knew this was going to upset Josh so much.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I'm sorry. So I've lost my place in life. What's happening?
As a generation that grew up with easy access to smartphone technology and therefore short-form communication through messaging, the Gen Zers view punctuation mark as a symbol of passive aggressiveness.
What?
Yep. According to a linguist by the name of Dr. Lauren Fontaine, she said if you send a text message...
Sounds like a punctuation mark. Hey, you forgot your Fontaine there. Right by your exclamation point.
She says, quote, if you send a text message without a full stop, it's already obvious that you've concluded the message. So if you add that additional marker for completion, they will read something into it, and it tends to be a falling intonation or negative tone.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I read into it when people leave off exclamation points in their text. I read into it that they're ignorant. I'd rather...
So I'm sorry.
So I went
Gen
back.
Z.
Yeah, and that's my
they
daughter's
feel that the period
Gen
is
Z.
I tell you that a lot of these Gen Zers are going to find a particular moment when a period is a sign of great relief.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they'll be using plenty of exclamation points.
Yeah.
Hey, he said, changing the subject back to moving and dance. I was totally wrong. I stand corrected, Tom. I do have a song that I move to when you hear it.
Oh, what is it?
Oh, yeah.
It gets you moving every time?
Have you seen that girl in the corner?
We get requests for this, you know.
Darn right we do, because it makes you move. Here's Josh as Bob Welch.
I wasn't done with my story.
Take it, Josh.
I don't... Your eyes got me...
That's right.
Your eyes got me lying.
All right. Bob Welch's song, Hypnotized, one of the best. When he was at Fleetwood Mac. Great song.
Binghamton University study of undergrad students found that they perceived messages ending in periods as being less sincere than those without.
No, it's stupid.
But they did find that exclamation points made senders appear more sincere and engaged.
See, and the exclamation point's the most it's become so overused.
I use mine all the time.
I've heard that exclamation points are, there's
and if you don't use it, it's considered rude.
There's a movement not to use
Well, I don't like it when people use more than one.
Of course. That's terrible.
I get it.
Lazy writing.
Do it all the time.
The only thing I will do as a joke, or, to sort of really punctuate a joke I'm making in a text is to do Exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point, question mark.
Let's see here. I'm going to look at some Christy tweets here, and I'll tell you if she
I use them all the
exclamation
time. A lot.
Oh, here's one. I'm looking at Christy's old tweets.
Okay, you go first.
I want to break up! Exclamation point.
Wow. I would never break up on a text. Give me more credit than that.
No, wait a minute. Oh, here it is.
It was a joke.
Hey, dumbass, why do you still work here?
Okay. I'm looking at now. Is there an exclamation point at the end of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking at Christy's Instagram. There's a colon.
I
did go back and I was looking at my daughter Ava's text to me, and every one of them, if it's not, there's no punctuation unless it's an exclamation point.
Oh, every one of her texts to me ends with an eggplant.
Oh, stop it.
And now I get a picture with a peach. Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Or she does a question mark. She will do a question mark.
I didn't know they had an emoji for dirt button.
You can just use an asterisk.
God. So far, you've implied that Christy.
No. I was looking at Josh's.
Her daughter.
Look, we need to grab these Gen Zers and go, you all feel too much. You take things way too personally.
Not going to happen.
Yeah, if you're reading a message and you think that a period means that's negative, that's
get over yourself.
But we have for years been saying that we do need to have a font that indicates sarcasm.
Yes,
I agree with that.
That is hard to send in a text.
Who was telling us that in Japan they don't have sarcasm?
Right. Yeah, it's just not.
It must have been weirdo.
People that are of Japanese heritage that move here from there don't get it, apparently.
Right. Sarcasm's not well.
No, when you were a teacher in South Korea, was sarcasm a thing over there?
No, sarcasm was not. Puns were really popular with my students because they were, you learn a new language and then you learn different meanings of things and stuff like that. But sarcasm did not go over.
No, sir. You'd say, hey, nice job on the test, Kim.
Thank you. Or they would actually, what would happen is, I remember one kid go, no, I did very poorly.
You sarcastically said that to him?
No, I did very poorly.
Yeah, way to go. And they were like, but teacher, I did not do well. That kind of thing. Yeah, it was actually kind of sweet, but.
Yeah, okay. Well, and Gen Z, I can never remember now. I've lost my place.
Gen X, Gen Z, I don't know.
90s, born in the 90s.
Okay.
Mid to late 90s.
And they're all good.
Well, Willie was telling me, it fits in that category. My son Willie was telling me that because I put ellipsis in there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or ellipses, whatever.
Ellipses.
Just between stuff.
I do that too.
And he goes, that's perceived as being a negative.
Really?
Yeah, I don't understand why.
I tell you what's negative when you text me. Every now and then it says sent but not proofread or something like that.
I love that kind of.
God, that irritates the hell out of me.
Well, that's why I do it. Yeah.
I know.
If I'm driving and I'll dictate a message and I'll just said this message dictated but not proofread.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah. And that way in case it misspells imbecile.
Will you use sick if you're quoting somebody else and they have an error? Will you put
not in a text? I mean in a formal letter of some sort. I certainly would. But no, text messaging, not really.
Is that some Latin meaning?
It is, yeah.
What does it mean?
It means
I'm sick of your poor grammar.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it means this person made an error, and you're aware of it.
I'm
but
aware
this is the actual quote or whatever.
Right.
Enough grammar talk.
It is fascinating.
Oh, it's grammar time.
Oh, there's grammar time.
They have to have done that on Sesame Street, right?
Grammar time? Oh, I
hope so.
There's another song you don't love, and I love. I'll move to this too. This is Madonna, Vogue.
But this isn't your big dance song.
Oh, it's the Fort Knox 5.
Your big dance song is the Fort Knox 5. Yeah. Fire that baby up. I love that. You don't have that anymore?
No.
You don't like this, Tom?
You don't like Vogue?
You don't like Vogue?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, it's nice.
Piano break?
Oh, this piano's okay, but you don't like Michael McDonald and the Doobie Brothers playing piano?
Well, that's because this person is playing it with their fingers. Michael McDonald's just smashing his head against the keys.
It's unbelievable. I love Michael McDonald. This is the Fort Knox 5.
This is the song that plays when I like to picture a chick and a friend of his going shopping, and there's like a montage, and he keeps coming out of the dressing room.
Yes,
and she's shaking her head. And
brilliant.
Yeah.
It's that organ.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a perfect music placement.
You know, I did. That's how I found that sound. It was a song. It was playing at Nordstrom's in the Muzak. I went, oh yeah, that's nice.
No.
Did you Shazam it and it told you what it was?
I sure did.
I'll be darned.
Well, that's very nice.
Shazam knows a lot of stuff.
That Shazam thing is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have one for plants, too. Did you know?
They have one for poisonous snakes and lizards in Australia now.
That was the very first app I ever downloaded.
Poisonous snake wants to know what song it is. You just then you
show it to the snake.
What I don't understand about it is so how
And the
close,
snake goes
how close do you have to get to the snake for it to
Well,
know?
you have to take a picture of it.
Yeah, that's so you're holding your phone up to the snake.
You see, there was
then it
another
bites you. Then you check it. It goes, "Yep, King Cobra."
There was another.
Yeah, we got it right.
Snake.
There was another big sweetie saved her owner from getting bit by a snake. It's got her bit
I've
on
got
the
that story.
face.
Oh, she's all swelled up.
Oh, I've also got we have the snake biting the guy's privates. In
Yeah, we never
Australia.
got that story.
Oh, and we've also got the there is a actual.
We don't have enough time.
There's a King Cobra story. We may have to wait, but we'll try to get it in there. Right now, I want to remind you, I had a great shave this morning. Thanks for asking. I shave in the shower.
Tom's just wild about Harry.
Harry's Razors, and I really do love them. And they've done something spectacular at Harry's Razors. Besides this great offer, they have newer, sharper blades.
Wow.
What?
Contemporary technology. First off, Harry's is using the steel from a factory that's 100 years old, so they know what they're doing when it comes to getting great steel. 10 million guys have tried Harry's. They love it. And new customers, they want you to try Harry's Razors. Here's what they've done. They've thrown together the best deal ever, and I'm not kidding. Put it this way. It's more or less this. $3, and that's it. Right? $3. I'll tell you how it works. Harry's has a German factory. They've been honing blades for over 100 years. That's how they keep their prices low. And they have a 100% quality guarantee. Go to harrys.com and find out all the details. By the way, Harry's Razors delivered directly to your door on your schedule. Postman drops them off. There they are. You don't have to think about your razor anymore. Just when the new one comes, just grab it and go. Harry's has this great offer for Bob and Tom Show listeners. You get $5 off the trial set. If you go to harrys.com, the code is Bob and Tom. What do you get? You get the 5-blade razor, the famous Harry's razor. My favorite thing about it is the balanced weighted handle. It's like having your favorite pen or wearing your favorite jeans or getting in your car and the seat's in just the right place. You know what I'm talking about. The Harry's razor, it's the feel because you're taking a sharp object and putting it up to your face. You want to have it feel just right. I cannot tell you how much they really got it down. By the way, you also get the foaming shave gel, the travel cover. How much is this whole thing going to cost you? $3 and free shipping. This is insane. Did the guys at Harry's know they're doing this? Use the code Bob and Tom at harrys.com. It helps Harry's, it helps us, it helps you. That's harrys.com. Try it out. $3. Come on. Use the code Bob and Tom. You're going to love Harry's razors. Bob and Tom is the code when you check out Harry's Sharper Blades, the new ones. That's right.
May I add a little something?
Yes, sir.
Every day, every night, I use my Harry's Daily Face Wash, and I love it. Go ahead and pick yourself up some of that, too.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Harry's Face Wash. When we come back, we'll try to get the snake stories in if we can. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show, brought to you in part by Navy Federal Credit Union, proudly serving the armed forces, DOD, veterans, and their families. Our members are the mission, insured by NCUA. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Bob and Tom have an app, and the Bob and Tom app is something you should have on your media device, which you can call your phone. Perhaps you want to download that app from the iTunes or Google Play Store. It's free. Won't cost you anything. Once you have the Bob and Tom app installed, you can tune into your local station, listen to Bob and Tom 24/7, even set an alarm that'll wake you up with the show. Imagine that. Chick McGee, the first voice you hear in the morning. Oh, yeah. The Bob and Tom app. Tell your friends and family about it. It's free in your Google Play or iTunes App Store. You were listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. We'll find out what we learned on the show today coming up in a matter of moments.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Rookie running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 138 yards on the ground and the touchdown as the Kansas City Chiefs open their Super Bowl title defense. 34-20 win last night over Houston in Kansas City. NBA action, Anthony Davis, 29 points, 12 rebounds, dominating the paint. Lakers 110-100 win over the Rockets. Lakers now hold a 3-1 lead in that series. And in the NHL, Alexander Radulov scored 31 seconds into overtime to give the Dallas Stars a 3-2 win over the Vegas Golden Knights, and Dallas takes a 2-1 lead in that series. Major League Baseball interleague winners, St. Louis and Detroit. American League winners, Oakland, the Angels, Kansas City, and Boston all win. Baltimore and the Yankees postponed. National League, Atlanta, Miami, San Diego, Cubs, and Arizona all win. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
My point is there's no mystery no more, you know?
Yeah.
Back in the old days, you found out if it was a boy or a girl by the look on the dad's face when he walked out in the waiting room in the hospital.
What?
Well, Tom, if he had a big smile and was high-fiving, you know, and handing out cigars, you knew he had a boy.
Yeah.
If he came out, you know, walking, you know, with his head held down, weeping in despair, then you knew they were going to have to try again.
Is that all that
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Bob. And this is Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
24/7. Now listen to me, folks. Hear what I say. You got to eat your oysters every day. To put your love life back on track, the nature's own aphrodisiac was singing, ooh, ooh, yes, it's true. What a little oyster might do for you. Ooh, ooh, ain't it fun? Now here's some things them oysters done. They made Jim Beam, they made Alan Thicke, they made Jonathan Swift, and they made Gracie Slick, they made Victor Mature, they made Tom Petty, they started Willie Whalen, and they got Helen Reddy. They made Tom Cruise, they made Oscar Wilde, they gave Gary Hart, but gave Gomer Pyle. They made William Hurt, and made Lucille Ball, made Wilson Pickett, and that ain't all. Ooh, ooh, ain't it true? What a few oysters might do for you. Ooh, ooh, ain't it fun? Now here's some more of them oysters done. They made Stevie Wonder, they made old John Wayne, made Saul Bellow and caused Thomas Paine, turned Clint Black, turned Barry White, made Doris's Day and made Gladys's Night. I get a big kick out of myself. They gave Bob Hope, they gave Percy Faith. They made Marvin Gaye, but they made George Strait. They made Bobby Short and Lester's Flat. And hey, they even did more than that. Singing, ooh, ooh, yes, it's true. What a few oysters might do for you. Ooh, ooh, ain't it fun? Now here's some more of them oysters done. They got George Bush, made Bozo a clown. Got Bobby Barron, made Ezra Pound. They made Gallo Wine, made Merle Haggard. They made Andy Devine, and they made Jimmy Swagger. This stuff's even funny in the morning.
Sure is.
Okay, they made Rich Little, they made Huey Long, they made B.B. King, and they made Niels Armstrong. And if you ask my wife, she would tell you quite gaily that best of all, they made old Pat Daly. Ooh, yes, it's true. What a few oysters might do for you. Ooh, ain't it fun? That's all about the oysters. Now I'm done.
All right. Very nice.
Very nice.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Vegetarians always want to force feed you their food.
946 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. Christy has the update on the forecast.
Our weekend looking like this. Partly cloudy skies this afternoon, high 78. That will continue through the weekend with a high of 85 Saturday, 82 Sunday, 65 currently.
Thank you very much. Lord Help Our Colts is back every Wednesday morning. And Duke had a great version this week, but keep listening. Looking forward to hearing Lord Help Our Colts throughout the season as the Colts have been picked as a possible Super Bowl contender by certain journalists. That's pretty impressive. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be a great season up ahead. By the way, Q95.com for more information about our charity golf outing next Wednesday. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see now. Bass, check. Josh, check. Tom, check. Oh, and there's Christy Lee.
Hi. We have to do this story.
Okay. Christy Lee, of course, is in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom, and Josh, the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick desk. What do you got, Christy Lee?
An 18-year-old in Thailand was bitten on his penis by a snake while sitting on the toilet.
Oh, man.
Yikes.
Surafop Mascarata.
Is that right?
Not Mascarat, sorry. No, there's no A. He's not Italian. Was going to the bathroom Tuesday night when he felt an intense pain on his male member. Looked down to see a python clamp down.
At least it's not venomous.
Got up with the snake still attached to his member, closed the bathroom door
so then it wasn't.
Yikes.
Hey, wait a minute. So it wasn't a ball python. Sorry.
He closed the bathroom door on the reptile to get it off.
Oh.
The 18-year-old said the 4-foot-long python let go, slithered back into the bathroom while he held on to his bleeding genitals.
Yeah.
He was taken to the hospital, received 3 stitches to the tip of his penis.
Oh!
The snake captured and was later released.
Have you seen the photos, Tom?
I would be terrified.
It looks kind of staged.
Staged?
Who would stage this?
That's according to TMZ. I didn't make this story up.
I got to be honest. The photos, are there photos of the snake being...
He's holding the snake.
Okay. And is it attached at the time?
I have to double check, but I don't think so.
Attached
Well,
to
if
his
he's
male-
holding this-
No, I'm sure.
Then that, I feel like that would have been staged too, because who takes the time to go ahead and take a photo?
Hey, buddy, come over and take a picture.
Yeah. Huh.
Oh, well,
Well, maybe he took it after.
Or you know what? Maybe they took a picture to show the doctors, hey, this
I'm
is the
looking at
snake. Is this venomous or
poisonous?
not?
Yeah. This happened. Don't they get into...
There's blood all over the toilet. Oh,
Don't
God.
they get into sewage systems and in apartment complexes? We had that one in Australia.
Oh, boy.
That got in somehow. They go in looking for rats or something. And oh, God. That happens to me once, and it's bedpans forever. Just get me and tell me. Oh,
I see what Ace is saying. I think what happened, though, is I think they recreated the situation after, because there is definitely a photograph of the snake in the toilet, and there's blood all over. It's pretty
And
bad.
this is, okay, here's the same story from news.com Australia. So
Yeah. Well,
but did you notice the name of the hospital?
no, it's not in my story.
Bang Yai, B-A-N-G. The Bang Yai Hospital. In central Thailand. So that is awful.
Yeah,
Poor
Bangkok has them now.
Coming up on Monday, we have a rather interesting story about a king cobra that has escaped, which leads us to things we learned on today's show.
Because we have an escaped tiger.
Time now for Things We Learned, brought to you by Grainger. Delivering the products that keep your facility running is what Grainger does best. They've been doing it for 90 years. Visit Grainger.com for whatever you need whenever you need it. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Go, tiger. Go, tiger.
Okay, this says, by the way, the snake was probably searching for mice in the sewage
Sure,
system.
I'm sure he was.
I feel sorry for this guy, though. He got bit on the... And then we're going, fake.
No, it's
I'll show you fake.
Well, let's see. We learned this morning that there is, in fact, a real tiger on the loose in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Video we've put on the various Bob and Tom social media platforms. If you see it, call the authorities.
Probably on its way to your
Mr. Pat Godwin is having surgery on his ear Monday. We wish him well. We have received a beautiful painting in the style of Van Gogh. It's the famous painting of Van Gogh with one ear, except with the face of Pat Godwin. Excellent. Well done. And who was our artist again?
Ronald McDuffin. Yeah, follow him on Instagram.
Yes.
Very, very good. Let's see. We found out that only one person at a time is allowed in the green room. The three of you were in there this morning.
I was masked.
I was not.
Kibitzing, if you will.
Yes, we were kibitzing. Yes.
Choosing casket colors for each other. A young lady who's incredibly brave surfed a 73-foot wave for a world record.
Man.
And another guy, she's from Brazil, so is the male record holder, whose name is, something, Super Balls?
Jose Waterlog.
Okay, very good. Josh was going to attempt to break the record for eating jelly donuts, but then thought
they were sold out. They were sold out of the jelly donuts.
Sure they were.
Oh, I wondered what happened.
Well, he'd already had a tray of salmon and was
a tray,
a catch of salmon. I lost count at 22.
In Josh's will, he has stated his brothers must hand dig his grave.
That's right.
He wants an artesian grave just to make it that much. Well, it'll be sorrowful for them.
Oh, they'll be mad.
After 10 minutes, they're going to...
They're just cussing me.
Yes, that's what you want. You want them to hate you at the end. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email. bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.